Brother, this is the Disness, and we're talking about Brother Bear, fuck Hulk Hogan. We're not talking about him.
Yeah.
We're talking about the greatness that is the Disney film Brother Bear. And if you don't think it's greatness, you need to watch it again. And if you watch it again, you still don't think it's greatness, then I guess we just have different opinions. My name is Jordan Bass, a.k.a. Frankie Maroney, here to host the Disness for you, as always. And I am joined by my co-hosts. First up, we got Tummy Trouble, Smalltown, Dalton, Endicott.
Very funny, thank you.
You're welcome. How's your tummy doing now, Smalltown?
I'm all right.
That pickle shot help?
Yeah, it's okay.
Honestly, you know what really does help me? Not always, but sometimes when I have tummy trouble. Like, not really for tummy aches per se. Yes, sometimes, but more so for like uncomfortable feeling. That uncomfortable feeling is smoking weed.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite remedies. Pretty much anything I have, I'm like, oh, I could probably just smoke it. Just smoke it out.
It helps my headaches too.
Except for congestion.
Yeah,
Smoking makes
that's different.
So much worse for me.
And headaches are it is so hit and miss for me.
Yeah.
You can either take it away completely or literally double.
Make it worse. Yeah.
And then you just have to go straight to sleep. Yeah.
Also, just drinking the fuck out of some Sprite.
Or
helps.
water.
No, I like Sprite, man. Sprite fucking...
For tummy troubles, yes. For headache, water.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Is for tummy troubles, yeah. Just a few chugs of Sprite, man, and I'm feeling good again.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Jordy
the fuck it
is so down bad whenever his tummy hurts.
I was fucked up.
It's
I was
the
just
worst
down
thing.
bad.
Yeah. I wish that
y'all couldn't be women.
Like headaches, you should drink water. You might be dehydrated or just whatever. Get yourself rehydrated in general. Help it out, yada, yada, yada. Like things that like a good remedy is drinking water for piss me off when they happen to me because I drink so much water.
Okay, that's fair.
And I'm like,
well, I've been doing that.
Yeah,
this isn't enough?
What the fuck is it then?
Because I never drink, I usually don't drink enough water. So I'm like, okay, I just need to chug some water. I'm dehydrated. And then I feel better. But that would make me mad.
I've pissed 5 times since I got off work.
Since you got here?
No.
I'd be a little concerned.
Since I got home from work. It's weird. It hits me like that. I fucking chug water all day. I probably drink 8 of these a day.
Yeah, and that's probably like what, 40 ounces?
I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty solid amount of water, you know?
Yeah.
And like I might pee fucking once or twice during the day while I'm at work. As soon as I get home, it's like all of the water I drank all day has to get out of me right now. And I will piss fucking 8 times in a night. Like, crazy.
Your body just knows that, pissing on the dime is a waste of company time, so.
Hey, okay. That's a good slogan.
Well,
don't give these fucking managers any ideas.
I ripped that from what's
you did?
What's the thing?
Boss makes $1, I make a dime, and that's why I shit on company time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was just talking to Keegan, my buddy, the other day. I was like, because he was talking about, I think he literally just said, like, I just took a fat shit or something like that when we were at work. And I was like, I've gotten paid to take so many shits.
Yeah, in a stinky way, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'd courtesy flush.
Hey, I respect that.
Oh, I start flushing immediately.
Okay, this is a nasty conversation. Terrible conversation.
Also here with us, since I haven't even introduced her yet. Tell everybody she's on her way. It's Kaylee Foot.
That was cute. I wanted to go, hey, brother.
Oh, that would have been a good one. Fuck, I didn't even think of that one. I should have.
That song was everywhere.
I kind of unintentionally themed both of yours after bears, or Brother Bear or bears this week. So wait for that in the second half. That gives you guys a reason to keep listening.
Yeah.
Outside of for us talking about the movie that you clicked on.
No. Who cares about everything else we fucking say?
What were you saying?
Nicknames.
So you did nicknames this week based on bears?
Just for Kaylee. I didn't, because I unintentionally, because I didn't think about it. But now I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I should have done that. I need to take that into account
Try
more.
to theme them?
Yeah, after the movie, when possible. Except for like things like the computer war tennis Midnight Madness. Thank God we don't have to talk about those again.
Yeah.
We do have to talk about the 2 fucking sequels to Computer War Tennis Shoes, but at least they have Kurt Russell. And I think Joe Flynn might be in all 3 of them too. And I know Smalltown's a big fan of Joe Flynn.
Yep.
Well, like I said, we're talking about Brother Bear this week, a film I hadn't revisited in a while, and I remembered really loving as a kid. It's one of those movies for me like Hunchback, where I remember loving it as a kid, and then watching it now as an adult, I'm like, holy fuck, I love this for even more new reasons. Like, this is fucking crazy. I know Smalltown's not the biggest on Hunchback, so I'm hoping his opinion is different here. I mean, I know that Hunchback is while they're both dark, Hunchback definitely is significantly darker.
Mhm.
So, I mean, that movie's all about fucking lust and fucking shame, yeah, and they literally throw tomatoes at Quasimodo and laugh, and that's not even the fucking darkest moment in the movie. But there were plenty of dark moments in this movie, and we're excited to talk all about them. Of course, we're drinking a drink that's somewhat themed, as close to I could, themed after this film. And in hindsight, I could have done something that was like a blue drink with like Swedish fish in it, like because the salmon were kind of red. But we've kind of already done that for Finding Nemo.
And I think you just have Swedish fish on the brain.
I do have Swedish fish on the brain.
He's been craving them for days.
We saw this. We were watching a game the other night, and this lady was in the front row just fucking pounding some Swedish fish. And I was like, oh man, I really want some Swedish fish.
Can I have a couple? You don't need all those.
Yes. Give me that.
Give me that. We saw a massive bag at the grocery store today, and I was real tempted.
Yeah, only
it was only like
$8.
$7. Yeah, $7.88. I think
It was like $7. Yeah, $7.88.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of the grocery store, real quick before I get into this drink, we saw Jaden Big Skim Hughes today, who's on the Underdog episode, if you remember that. If you haven't heard it, you can go back and listen to it. I think it was episode 18.
It was a fun one.
He wanted me to let everyone know that he has had his skim milk today.
He has. And he almost caused us to get caught in a tornado, but it wasn't his fault because we offered to give him a ride home from work. But
no, it was his fault.
There was a tornado.
He knew the tornado was coming, and he wanted us to get sucked up.
It was sabotage, for real. He said he hopped out of the car real quick and said, "Good luck."
But yes, like I was saying, our drink this week, I'm calling it the Northern Wilds, and it's Canadian whiskey, maple syrup, huckleberry flavoring, and lemon juice.
Yum.
Have you tried it yet, Kaylee?
I have not.
I have not either. And Smalltown, like I said, is having a little bit of an uncomfy tummy tonight. So
I'll taste it.
Do you want to taste it? Okay. Hey, Smalltown, you want to taste? That could be taken sexually or like drugs.
True. It could be taken as both.
Yeah, true. Yeah, sex and drugs are a great combo.
You want to taste this? And then you want to taste this.
Ooh, that's pretty good. It's a little strong, but it's pretty good. There's 2 shots of whiskey, or not full shots. It's like 3/4. So it's like almost full 2 shots. And it's got a good half ounce of maple syrup because I didn't want it to be too thick. And the maple comes through nice. It's not too strong.
Yeah, I tried to drink it through the little stir that he gave me, and it was just maple syrup.
Right, I imagine so.
Was not okay in my mouth.
The mix of the maple and the huckleberry go really well together, though.
Yeah, I actually don't mind this. The whiskey was a lot at first, but once I get past that, it's
but that's
nice.
Like the initial taste.
Yes.
I don't like Canadian whiskey.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan either.
And that's the only thing that throws it off is just the taste that it's Canadian whiskey.
Right.
That specific taste is where like American whiskey or like bourbon has like, there's like, like you can fucking find tastes and shit in it. And
yeah, there's
whiskey,
like flavor.
Like, this is alcohol.
Yeah.
I don't drink enough whiskey to know that difference, but I feel like I have noticed that with like the flavored bourbons.
We've had Canadian whiskey on the show before too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember which ones we for sure used that in. I'd have to check the list, but I know for sure we've used almost every kind, not flavor, but kind of whiskey at this point.
Yeah, there's no way we would use all the flavors.
No, I mean maybe eventually. There's thousands of Disney movies, but is there thousands actually?
Well, there's also.
I feel like
you said kinds of whiskey. Okay.
Yeah,
for some reason I was thinking brands. I'm like, also
no, not brands. Shot. Maybe major brands we're getting close to having used all of them because I mean we've definitely done Jim Beam,
no Jack,
and are you sure we haven't done Jack yet?
Jack.
Okay,
I feel pretty confident.
Yeah, no, I feel like you're right. I was thinking maybe we'd done like a Jack Honey or something like that.
We used a Jim Beam Honey.
Jim Beam Honey, you're right. Yeah. So yeah, I don't think we have actually. But damn, so next time we have whiskey and a drink, I'm getting a bottle of Jack. That's what we're gonna do. So that way we can officially have had the main ones. Well, getting right into Brother Bear talk. What is our personal relationships with this film? I'll let ladies go first this week. Kaylee, did you remember this film from childhood? Did you have it on VHS or DVD? Did you see it in theaters? I guess you probably didn't see it in theaters.
I do. No, I don't think I saw it in theaters.
Well, you wouldn't have fucking
I was
remembered
a
or been alive.
baby.
Yeah. No, what you were born in 2002?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. So you would have been alive, but you wouldn't have seen
baby.
it. Yeah.
So, yeah, I've definitely seen this movie before, and I think I've definitely seen the second one too, because I remember like the woman bear or whatever. And then that's really about it. I haven't watched it in years to the point where I did not remember how fucking dark it was or really much of the story. I like knew the story, but forgot about the journey, I guess. And so it's fun revisiting.
Smalltown. Did you have a relationship with this film as a kid?
Yeah, this is like, you know, I say like Lion King is my favorite Disney movie or whatever, but like, dude, this is without a doubt one of them as well.
This is very much in the same realm as The Lion King.
Like, I used to when I'd go to my dad's on the weekends,
story-wise,
watch this fucking movie because we had it on DVD. So I would just watch the movie and then I would play like the games on the bonus features and shit.
Yeah, I have some notes about that.
Dude, I love this. I love this.
Hell yeah.
I remember loving this film as a kid as well, but I didn't. I do know that we saw this in theaters, but I did not remember a lot of it. I was really surprised at how I remembered like characters better than I remembered moments. You know, like I remembered how they sounded and how they acted and all that, but excuse me, I was completely like early on in the film, or probably about it was more midway through. I was like, holy shit, I actually have no idea what's going to happen. I remember I obviously knew he becomes a bear again by the end, mostly because I'd actually watched Brother Bear 2 within the past couple of years, which is very strange that I hadn't revisited this, but I watched Brother Bear 2. But I was on a real kick of watching all the Disney direct-to-DVD sequels for a while because some of them are like shockingly pretty good because most of them are god-awful cash grabs. And Brother Bear 2 is one of those that sits on the higher end of like actually pretty good. Like it's definitely not like Lion King 2 levels of good, but it stands on its own pretty well. It's not obviously like anything to the level of this.
Lion King 2 maybe the best?
I think it's the best sequel of the direct-to-DVD ones.
Yeah, obviously it doesn't compete with like your Moana 2 sucked ass, but
I like
2s and that type
you thought Moana 2 sucked ass?
Yeah.
Oh wow, we have different opinions on that.
Yeah.
I have to watch it again, to be fair. I gave it 4 stars out of 5 when I initially first saw it in theaters. But I know I do have my gripes with it, and obviously we'll get into that one day. And not today is not the day for that, but interesting. But yeah, out of all the direct-to-DVD sequels, I think Lion King 2's got to be the best. Otherwise, I mean, Pocahontas 2 is pretty good. I'm having trouble remembering all of them. Hunchback 2 fucking awful. But yeah, Brother Bear 2 definitely on the higher end there. Kaylee got me a crew neck, a beautiful crew neck off Box Lunch. It was this cream colored one with like the mountains stitched, or the trees stitched into the bottom half of it. It was so beautiful. We lost that in the fire. I had DM'd Box Lunch because it was sold out on the website, asking if they were ever going to eventually restock it. And they said something along the lines of typically when something sells very well upon first release, you see them get restocked eventually. So make sure to keep an eye out for that because it may get re-released. And it did. And so I ordered it. And it was on pre-order to ship out like 4 months later. And I didn't realize that I had to keep the amount, because apparently it wasn't showing up on my bank account, but apparently they place like a hold on your card, and I let it dip below that because several bills had come out.
Yeah,
and that automatically canceled my order.
Yeah.
Wow.
And when I went to go pre-order it again, sold out in my size. Had one left in an extra large. I add that to my cart. Can't check out. It keeps saying, sorry, there was an error that occurred or something like that. So I call Box Lunch. The first customer rep is not helpful at all. He's like, I don't know. basically. And the second one was very helpful and explained a lot. And she was like, all right, the order's been complete. Just make sure to check, because if it's gonna get canceled, it will cancel within the next few days. And it's been like multiple months now, and it still says processing. It's supposed to ship out later this month, so fingers fucking crossed I end up with another one of those, because that fucker is beautiful. I'll definitely include a picture of me wearing that we took, because at least I wore it and took pictures in it.
You literally, oh, thank God.
I put it on that day. She got it for me for Christmas, like I said. So I'll definitely post a picture of that on our Instagram at Disney Podcast. But yeah, like I was kind of getting into earlier, I definitely found a deeper appreciation for this film now. And I'm doing this kind of like objective ranking of Disney films. And I know objective rankings for films is impossible.
Right.
But there are certain things that you can take into account to make it as objective as I possibly can. And that's what I'm doing. Obviously, like, some things are going to be subjective in terms of what you might enjoy more. Like, because right now, Emperor's New Groove is sitting at my number 1, followed by Jungle Book, followed by The Lion King. That's my top 3. And I think, like, that could easily be flipped if you appreciate kind of how raw and crazy deep Lion King is over the beautiful comedy of The Emperor's New Groove. Because The Emperor's New Groove to me is like possibly the funniest movie of all time. And I think I might
animated or
no, just in general. I think I might value comedy a little bit more than some people do when watching a Disney film. So I don't know, but I think Brother Bear is going to end up actually a lot higher than most people would have it ranked on mine, just because, I mean, God, you gotta rewatch this if you haven't seen this in a while. This needs a critical reappraisal too, and I won't steal Kaylee's thunder on that, but holy shit, are they wrong? It's so fucking sad to see. With that, I think that's the perfect transition for Kaylee time.
All right, Brother Bear. So this was listen, Google be lying sometimes, and
they be lying.
Google told me that the release date for this movie was October 20th, 2003. Correct for the limited release at 2 fucking theaters. So I did my that day, I don't know, count back time thing for that day, but it actually came out theatrically November 1st.
Okay.
So it's 85 minutes long, which went by pretty fucking fast for me.
Yeah.
Like, Jordan was like, yeah, we're probably 15 minutes in, and we were 35 minutes in. But for that day, President
George Bush.
George Washington
Carver.
Good callback to the Proud Family movie. No, our fishing buddy.
Yes, sir.
I saw a video of him the other day. It was the video of that lady asking Obama, "Are you going to behave, sir?" And he goes, "No." And George Bush is standing right in front of him, and he turns to the camera and gives like the coolest wink ever.
That's so good. Back when, never mind.
No, I like. It's funny how like in comparison to currently, like you're like, actually George Bush is pretty lovable.
He definitely
he's a likable guy.
He's like
he had that southern charm,
like compassionate. Like, you can see that there's like compassion to him.
Definitely,
like he's obviously a product of the machine in general, but
and a product of the Bush family.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yes.
But
I thought you meant like the political machine, but yeah, both.
Well, yeah, that's
all the above.
Yeah,
kind of same thing.
But he did seem like he fucking
gave a shit.
Yeah.
Number 1 movie of the day.
In 2003, I can't think of what came out in 2003.
It was kind of unexpected for me.
Men in Black 2.
Because it's probably because it literally just came out.
I don't know, man.
So everybody was going to see it, I imagine.
Not Finding Nemo, because that would have came out earlier, right?
Yeah, it's kind of an unexpected one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can give you a genre.
Yeah, give us a genre, because I'm
horror.
Saw.
No.
Paranormal Activity.
No.
Final Destination.
No.
Ooh.
I'm having trouble thinking of what came out.
It's a pretty popular
2003?
one.
Was it like a remake or a sequel, or was it like the first?
I think it was the. Actually, let me not be
just give it to us.
wrong.
I'm not gonna get it.
It's very gory. It involves a certain tool you use to chop down trees.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah,
that's a remake.
Yeah,
It
I
was
was
a
gonna say.
remake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was gonna, yeah.
Well, because that came out initially in like the heyday of slashers
Yes, and
when they first took off.
it was probably
And then it
very
came out
scary.
again after that with Trey
And then it came out
Songz.
again.
Again.
I think they've done like 4 or 5 or more than that even of them.
I think the story's got to be, what is that?
Did you say Trey Songz?
Yeah, was in the one that
What?
like the newer one.
That's
Maybe not
wild.
the newest,
Right.
but whatever was
Shit, I didn't know that. That's
What the
funny.
hell?
Anyway.
most of the reason I went and saw it.
You're like, I hope he does say aw.
It's so funny.
I don't know if movies are the same way, but like, you know how like Pinocchio, like anybody can do Pinocchio.
Yeah, public domain.
Public domain. I wonder if Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the same thing.
Possibly, but I feel like usually public domain shit it like takes 100 years.
Yeah, I think it does take
Maybe.
100 years. But you can
Maybe
also
they're just getting
buy
blessings.
the rights to the story or
Oh,
whatever.
true. Yeah.
Or it might not even be that kind of thing. Like it might
Yeah,
just be.
it might just be a free for all. You know, have at it.
Or just getting
Let's
the
see what you
blessing
can
of
do.
certain people.
No, Flapjack.
No. Stay away from the iPad,
Just don't
Flapjack.
walk on the keyboard.
Fat fuck. Oh, don't hit that cord either. Yeah, good boy. He went right under it. I guess what else was he gonna do? Just barrel through it?
Start biting it. No, our cats have never bitten cords. Actually,
They don't. I'm very proud of them.
Number 1 song. You guys could probably get this.
Is it
genre.
R&B?
Yeah.
R&B I feel like was big at the time. Is it something Mary J. Blige?
No,
Are we talking? Is it R&B?
R&B
is it-
pop.
Okay.
Oh, R&B pop. Is it Spice Girls?
No,
Or Destiny's Child
Is it
maybe?
Usher? Okay.
Ashanti.
no.
Beyonce?
Yes.
Okay, wow. I don't know, man. What
Lil
was a
Wayne?
solo fucking Beyonce track
We
in
like-
2003?
We have some of his songs in our music.
You know, that could be anyone.
That was dumb. That was dumb. Do
Is
you want
he
me
a
to give you the
singer?
feature? He's a singer and a rapper, I think.
Sean Paul.
Yes.
Okay. What's the name of the fucking song?
I don't know. Sean Paul, I would have never.
Well, the reason I went to Sean Paul was just as a wild guess because I had Jay Sean on the brain. I was like, no, Jay Sean was a few years later.
Yeah.
And so I had Sean on the brain. I don't know. You're going to have to tell me.
Baby boy.
How does that one go again?
Baby boy, you
Oh! Yeah, I remember that song.
I think about you all the time.
Yeah, I don't know the words either,
And
but I
then
remember
Sean
the
Paul
melody.
goes off.
My dad used to play the fuck out of that song.
Yeah, that's why I knew you'd knew it. I thought you would
I hadn't
know
heard
it.
it in a long time, though,
know
so
the
I forgot
song.
about it.
I've
Oh, okay.
definitely heard the song, yes. but
Oh, okay, you're making
I
that
don't-
face at
I
our
never gave a
rendition.
shit about Beyonce's song.
Valid.
Or her.
I
mean,
didn't mean to say valid.
Destiny's Child, though.
Go cancel me.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna party unless there's some Destiny's Child playing.
And I've said that for years.
Yeah, you have.
At his wedding, it was only Destiny's Child songs. All of the
And-
older people
and
left
Kelly
pretty
Rowland.
quick.
No Beyonce. You need a drink, Kaylee. I need to find Smalltown that I kind of forgot about was I need to find that video of you going, yeah, Brother Bear, so I can play it on this episode.
And while you look for that, I'll finish
It's going to take me a
this.
long time. I might not find it until later. I might have to edit
You're
it
like
in.
the king of finding things in your camera roll, though. So
That's true.
flash mobs were popular. Who doesn't love a good
Boo.
flash mob?
No,
Well,
fuck that
not
shit.
Jordan, apparently.
I did not like Flash Mobs.
Music is fire. Evanescence, Outkast, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, Justin Timberlake, Sean Paul,
Ja
etc.
Rule did have some really fucking good shit in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
What album? I know he had an album come out. Oh, maybe. Okay, I guess he didn't have. Oh no, he did. Blood in My Eye came out in 2003, and that's not one of the more memorable ones. But he still had
Okay,
some
you're
really
wrong.
good stuff back then.
Yeah. He's still on the radio for sure. Halle Berry was the Forbes or whatever sexiest woman of the year, which I feel like is pretty valid. Halle Berry is a very beautiful woman.
Yeah, she was on my list for sexiest woman of the year in 2003.
Wow.
My 6-year-old opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always do a bracket like March Madness.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's funny. Since you were 6. Other movies out this year, like Jordan said, Nemo, Bruce Almighty, Terminator
You climbed it?
3.
No, I accepted it, but it said it failed. That was
Oh.
weird. Anyway, you were saying?
It's fine. Bruce Almighty, Terminator 3, 2 Matrix movies. Isn't that crazy?
Two Matrix
Two
movies
Matrix movies in 1 year.
in the same year.
Hulk, Kill Bill, Elf, and more. Flip phones. Woo!
Woo!
Smalltown. What color was your disc tower for your DVDs?
Black.
Yeah, I think
Lame.
mine was black too.
Lame. They had the neon ones. Mine was also black, but
I did always want. They had like the light up
blue
ones.
and the green ones and different like.
wait, hold that up to the mic.
Yeah, Brother Bear.
Was that Kaylee?
Yeah. Oh my god. You sounded like that one commercial.
You sounded kind of like Sam Elliott.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe it's the Sam Elliott commercial.
The car commercials?
Yeah.
Or Duluth Jeans, or Duluth, what is it? Duluth Trading Company?
Or that one guy that does the insurance.
Look how fucking long my hair was.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That was whenever your hair was long enough that you could have been fucking, I think Tulio was his name
and
from
you guys were talking about that.
Road to El Dorado. We were talking about doing the Road to El Dorado. We will do that one day, even though they're Spaniards. But
well, just, have the hair and the costumes.
yeah, I feel like that's pretty okay,
Yeah,
for
let
us
us
to
know if it's
culturally
not, guys.
appropriate.
Chat, let us know if that's cultural appropriation. The first episode of One Tree Hill and Mr. Brightside came out a month before this. Arnold became the governor of California. And Triple H and Stephanie McMahon married.
In
I wrote
2003.
Steph.
Triple
LeBron
H
made
and
his
Steph.
debut. Messi made his debut, which the soccer player.
Yeah.
And then, did you guys have the Hokey Pokey Elmo doll?
Hey, that's the football player to you, mate. The what?
He might be, I don't know where he's from.
It's football.
I know,
Okay.
but I don't know where Messi's from.
Oh, yeah. No.
Messi is Argentinian, I think.
So I don't think he talks like that.
I was talking like I wasn't talking like him. I was talking like a British football fan.
Okay, a football fan.
What toy did you ask us about, though?
The Hokey Pokey Elmo doll.
I think, no, I had the Tickle Me Elmo. I can't remember a Hokey Pokey Elmo
I think
doll.
I had the Hokey Pokey Elmo because I definitely had an Elmo that danced.
Yeah, but didn't the Tickle Me Elmo dance too? Or I don't know. Maybe
I feel like the Tickle Me Elmo just wiggled and giggled.
Smalltown was right.
Argentina.
Yep.
Argentina.
Rosario,
Wow,
Argentina.
but soccer man.
I don't even know shit about soccer.
Yeah, what are the positions in soccer?
Forward, center, defender, goalie.
So our budget for this movie, $46 million.
Whoa, that was way more than I would have predicted. But I guess
Yeah.
everything after a certain point, especially here in a couple years, Chicken Little is whenever things really start getting crazy expensive for them.
Yeah, and also they actually did a lot of research for the production of
Yeah, I
this
have some notes about
movie.
that.
Yeah, they traveled to a lot of places and
They actually went and saw to Alaska and stuff and viewed bears.
yes.
Living
That was one of my
with
fun
their animals.
facts.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding. No, yeah, they did have
They said one was 6 or 7 feet away from them. They were scared shitless.
oh my gosh, that's crazy. I missed that. That's really cool though. And then our box office for this movie, total worldwide, any guesses?
$158 million.
I'm gonna guess a little lower. I'm gonna guess 70 mil, 60 mil, somewhere between that. I'm gonna go 70.
Wrong. Smalltown wins.
Oh wow,
Come on
okay,
down.
cool.
He's not right, but he's closer. 250.4 mil
Whoa!
worldwide. This actually did a lot better out of Canada and the United States.
I don't know
and
how
all the
well
other
Disney
countries.
films have been doing because I feel like Atlantis and Treasure Planet were kind of flops for them. So I feel like maybe this did super well because of the hype of Finding Nemo.
Yeah,
Everyone was like, "Holy shit, Finding Nemo was so good. We got to go see Brother Bear."
and we'll talk a little bit more about that actually in just a second. I'll finish that up with saying for just the United States and Canada, it was 85.3 million. So quite a bit outside of the world. For the ratings and reviews, Rotten Tomatoes, this is what we're angry about. The critic score is a whopping 37%.
Oh, they suck.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
basically says that this is shit.
No, that's awful.
We got halfway through. I literally paused it and I said, completely as unbiased as I can, but how the fuck did someone watch this and think it was that bad?
Yeah, I just feel like all the reviews on here are just way too critical, and I think because Nemo had just came out the
That was
same
part of
year,
it.
their standards were a little too high.
Just
Like
like
they
that's
were,
Pixar.
yeah, and then they. I mean, yes, that movie was a masterpiece. Whatever, fine, but this definitely deserves it. So many people were saying, it was unremarkable or lackluster, or it was just characters moving a plot from point A to point B.
Yeah, just
you mean a story?
Yeah, like what? Like, are you serious?
There were so many beats and everything that, like,
Yeah.
I'll get into it as we're going along, but there's a lot of shit that, like, they do a really good job at, like someone said, I read a review that someone said that Kenai's character arc was rushed. Like, he just went basically from hating Coda to loving him and being okay with being a bear. Like, no, that was very much a gradual earned thing.
That was very much the entire fucking part of the movie.
Yeah, and there was a, like, for me, there was a big, like, perspective switch for Kenai.
Multiple
We'll
times.
get to it in the movie, but it was like everything made sense. I thought it was paced
It wasn't
well.
one moment, it was multiple moments
Yes.
throughout all of it.
Yes.
I will also say that, like, this movie compared to Finding Nemo, like, it's not that much worse.
No, not at all. I mean, Finding Nemo is elite. Like, it is up. I would say it's a damn near perfect film.
Mm-hmm.
But this is really damn good too.
Yes.
So I don't. Another thing that people wrongly compared it to The Lion King and The Jungle Book, and were like, "We've seen this before." No, you haven't.
No.
Those are different stories.
Completely. Like,
There's
completely.
animals.
But a lot of them compared, like, The Jungle Book with, like, Mowgli kind of adopting being a bear alongside Baloo, but he didn't really. He just kind of adopted
For
living in the wildlife, you know?
But he was like, yeah.
But there was never, like, a brotherly relationship in that movie, and there sure was, like, a father-son relationship in Lion King, but once again, that's different.
I also don't think that those critics had seen those films recent enough that they were taking those plots at face value and directly comparing them to Brother Bear and just being like, no, they've done this before and they did it worse this time. No, it's like a completely original story. Like, it's not. I think the like I said earlier, in terms of story, it is in the same realm as The Lion King. But I mean, in terms of how dark, and I've used these words so much, so I'm so sorry, but how dark and deep it is, you know, and how much, like, the theme is about, like the themes of, like, family and protecting your loved ones and stuff like that. Like, I get that, but this told a different message entirely.
What other fucking movie is based, like, in North America? You know, like, obviously you're gonna have some that are like New York. To me, that doesn't count because it's like its own special thing in the world, you know?
Right.
Or like fucking Princess Frog that was in New Orleans.
Disney hadn't done anything else that was based in, like, what's presumed to be Alaska, Canada
The
area.
woods, like the wilderness of North America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we'd seen The Jungle, but that's not the fucking same.
If anything's been overdone, it's jungle shit.
100%.
And this is also completely different than, like, the way of life and
the time period.
No, like, let me finish. The way of life and that sounded rude as fuck. The way of life and, like, the culture and the wilderness that we saw in Pocahontas. This is even vastly different than that, and they both had Native American elements.
Okay, that was also North America.
True.
Right.
But I don't know, and it had, like, so many, like,
different time
indigenous
periods.
like
elements.
Yeah, a ton.
Yeah.
There is literally nothing you can say about this movie being racist. I won't hear any of it.
No, and you find, actually, most people don't, like, I find very few and far between people that have said anything about them finding it offensive. I actually found a subreddit in the r/Native American subreddit. I found a thread that had asked, do you find the movie Brother Bear offensive? And I had screenshotted a few because I found them interesting. And this is obviously not speaking for all Native people, but it's just interesting to hear different perspectives. As an Alaskan Native specifically, I've meant to look up the pronunciations of these. Inu something. Sorry, I'm so sorry that I'm not trying to sound like a fucking dumb white person right now. I loved this movie as a kid to the point of watching over and over, all because I felt so connected to the characters and story. Someone else said the movie itself isn't offensive. The only thing that's a bit problematic is the fact that they had 0 Inuit actors or anyone from any indigenous tribe on the cast outside of the narrator. So I get that. Someone else also raised a decent point. I don't want to say it's a great point, but a decent point of, yeah, can you name me any well-renowned Native or Inuit voice actors in the early 2000s that they could have got for this, you know? Like, I'm sure there's talented people out there. Yeah. But Disney, being the corporate machine it is going to want to get big names.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's not a fair thing to criticize either. Like,
no, I'm kind of on the wave now of voice actors. If you can cast them in the race that they're in, sure, yeah, I think that's probably the right thing to do first things first. But if someone nails the voice in their different race, hey, that's kind of the whole point of voice acting.
Yes, you're
true.
acting.
Yeah.
Now, if you're
That is
fucking
true.
brown-faced out and you're fucking...
Yeah, like the
in
fucking
a wagon or
white guy that voiced the crow in Dumbo. Like, or the white guys
Or if
that
you're
voiced the
Yeah.
crows in
fucking
Dumbo. That's
doing a
wrong.
horrific
In like a
fucking
stereotypical.
black, stereotype
Yes.
voice. Like, yeah, then it's like, all right, well, fuck, definitely get a black guy just to do that.
But
For
like
sure.
the voice actor of Cleveland Brown stepping down from the BLM movement and being like, I think this role should go to a black guy. Is like, dude, Cleveland doesn't even have like a stereotypical black guy voice.
At
It's
all.
just a voice.
Yeah.
And granted, the guy that they have now hasn't missed a beat and he sounds just like Cleveland and it's
And I do
fucking
respect-
just fine.
It also feels like,
Patting yourself on the back, kind of. Yeah, I feel
I'll
that.
get rid of this role.
Yeah.
Like, because you're not a starving fucking voice actor.
Right. True.
Yeah, because you can.
Because you've made your fucking money.
Yeah, that's
True.
not. And maybe you did it fully in good faith. I'm not trying to talk shit. But
No, yeah.
if you did, like,
I think he did.
do it quietly. And
Yeah.
like, it doesn't need to be a story, or like you don't need to have a.
But also the fact that he didn't do it until the BLM movement.
Yeah, like it just opened your eyes so much.
Anyway.
Wait, Cleveland's black?
Whoa, I didn't know I was voicing a black guy. Hold
I
on.
thought I was Quagmire.
Shouldn't that go to an actual black guy, guys?
So our audience score was much better though, with a 66%, which is still not as
Still
high
very
as I would
low.
like it
Yeah.
to be,
I don't get that. man.
but it's just better
That's why
than
I say it
fucking
needs
30s.
a reappraisal.
Yeah, well, those critic reviews had reviews from like just a few years ago.
They're wrong.
There
I'm
was
sorry.
131, and the whole like first 15 were within the last 5-6 years.
Bro, what the fuck is being a movie critic literally just liking or disliking a movie
is.
and writing it down?
It is.
Yeah.
That's why my reviews.
It's way too cut and dry.
My reviews would never land me a critic spot, like as an actual job, because my reviews are so fucking fair. I point out all of the good stuff,
Right.
all of the stuff I didn't like, all the stuff that kind of worked, the stuff that didn't work, but here's how it could have worked if they did it differently. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I'm right or I'm perfect, but
Well, you're talking about like your objective list or whatever, and how lists are subjective, really in general how they are. This is objectively not a bad movie.
yes, you're right. 100%.
I don't give a shit. It's objectively not. If you
Now
think
it's
it is,
subjective on how
you're a
high you
sour-
rank it, but
yeah. If it's on your top
Yeah.
10, whatever, that's fucking fine.
to say it's a
You cannot
bad
tell me
movie.
it's a bad movie.
No.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Absolutely.
IMDb slightly better, 6.9 out of 10.
It's just
with
so weird to me.
131,000. And then Letterboxd gives it 3.7 stars. And then I scrolled through the comments for a minute on there. My favorite one that I could find, well, there was actually a lot, honestly. People were funny. But they said, imagine finding your long-lost brother who you love and adore only for him to say, fuck you, I'd rather be a bear.
It was deeper than that, though.
It was so much deeper,
But
and he
that's
really
funny.
was very okay with it. But moving on to our directors here, we have two. First one is Aaron Blaise.
I was wondering if it's pronounced Blaze or Blase.
Blase. I know, and I kind of hope it's Blase because that's very fun. But I used to try to say my last name could be pronounced like Fute, but my French teacher humbled me and said that wouldn't happen because there's not accents above the letters. So
Mm,
he's 57, a painter, animator, film director, and art instructor.
Painter?
Known for his work on Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and this movie.
Okay,
of
some
which,
bangers.
Yeah, of which he was nominated for the Annie Award for Best Animated Feature Film. And critics try to talk shit on that. Like, fuck you guys. They talk shit on any of the awards that this movie was nominated for.
So fucking stupid. Did it get nominated for music?
I think
this soundtrack was really fucking good. Phil Collins deserved his nomination.
I want to say yes, but I might be wrong.
Still going.
It was nominated for a good amount of awards. He actually animated at Disney for 8 years. He helped with Pocahontas, like herself. He helped on her, and he helped animate Beast from Beauty and the Beast. And he directed for the next 12, or helped direct. In 2007, his wife sadly passed away, and he left Disney soon after to focus on raising his children and just being a family man, which I absolutely respect the hell out of. And he's bounced around a couple places, like production companies, and then eventually started his own business called Creature Art Teacher in 2012.
Sounds cool.
It is so cool. He teaches multiple different courses of hand-drawn art and animation. And he teaches courses on Procreate and like pencil and paper.
Does he still do this?
He's very active. He has a Facebook and an Instagram. His Instagram has over 500,000 followers.
Good for him.
Yeah,
man.
no, like he's doing his thing. I was literally low-key thinking about trying one out, and I'm pissed because he was doing this thing where he was like standing up to the tariffs, and he was selling all of his courses for $1 or something like that. And it ended the day I found it.
No.
I was like, no. But I am very interested in checking him out. His Facebook is The Art of Aaron Blaise or Blase, Blaise. And definitely check him out and support. He seems like such a sweetie. He goes live, and I watched part of his little live, and he just seems like a fun, silly guy that is an incredible artist. He loves like nature and animals and everything like that.
That's so cool.
Yes, very cool.
By the way, the music, while it didn't receive any nominations at the Academy Awards or the Golden Globes, Phil Collins and Mark Mancino were nominated for Outstanding Achievement for Music and Animated Feature Production at the Annie Awards. And the song Great Spirits was nominated for Best Original Song at the Satellite Awards. So it got some love. It didn't win anything, it doesn't look like. But
yeah, I don't know if it won any of the awards it was nominated for.
Fucking On My Way is a banger.
It is. And then our other director is Robert Walker. He sadly died at 54 years old in 2015 from a heart attack, but he was a Canadian-born American animator that started at Disney in 1989. He animated on The Rescuers Down Under, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Lion King, Mulan, and Lilo and Stitch.
Okay, shit.
And he's really remembered for his work on some of Disney's most loved films.
That's awesome. Those are all those films are fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, right? And then I was going to go ahead and kick it over to you to do your stuff before I get into the cast.
All right. So you might ask yourself, what is this film based on? Because a lot of Disney movies are based on, or most Disney movies are based on like old stories or fables or novels. Well, this film actually isn't inspired by any specific fable or novel or story. It's inspired mostly by indigenous North American cultures, particularly those of the Pacific Northwest and Alaska. While a lot of people say it's specifically based on Inuit culture, it honestly reflects common themes in many native traditions, such as animism and a strong spiritual connection with animals and nature, and the idea of transformation. In Inuit belief systems, shamans serve as spiritual mediators who could communicate with spirits, heal illness, and influence weather or animal behavior, and that was what Tanana was. Respecting the spirits of animals in the natural world was essential to maintaining balance and survival for them. Sadly, though, Europeans and American colonization brought diseases that were devastating to indigenous communities and often beyond the healing practices of traditional shamans, which I found
heartbreaking.
Well, yeah, it's one of those like heartbreaking but interesting facts to bring up. This film features a lot of spiritual themes, such as the transformation and animal totems, which are more tied to the Pacific Northwest cultures that I've already brought up. While the music does include Inuit language vocals and creators consulted indigenous advisors, the film pulls from actually just like a wide range of traditions to create this fictional but respectful story. Now, how it came to be, it actually began development in the mid-90s, and it was under the working title Bears for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And they envisioned it as this mythic emotional journey in the spirit of The Lion King. Like they literally wanted to make a film kind of like in that same vein. A story of transformation and empathy.
Which I wonder if that's
through the lens of the animal world.
I wonder if that's why so many critics try to compare it to Lion King.
Yeah, but it's just not comparable.
No.
Producer Chuck Williams had said the whole thing grew out of this idea of a boy becoming a bear, not as a punishment, but as a lesson in perspective and growth. Co-director Bob Walker had said, which, by the way, was Bob Walker the second guy you said?
Yeah, Robert.
Yeah, Robert Walker. Okay. I was going to say, wait, that doesn't sound right.
Name.
Yeah, Bob Walker. He said, we knew we wanted a strong spiritual element, so we looked into Native Alaskan beliefs, but we didn't want to retell a real tribal story. This is a fantasy in the spirit of those cultures. So the creative team, like we kind of talked about earlier, ended up taking multiple research trips to Alaska. They visited the Kodiak Island and the Valley of 10,000 Smokes, and they studied the region's landscapes. They observed bears in the wild. Aaron Blaze explained, we went to Alaska to observe bears in the wild, how they moved, how they interacted, and to soak in the atmosphere of the region. And they also allegedly consulted with indigenous experts, but we can only find one officially. It was anthropologist Angayukak Oscar Kaugli, I believe is how it's pronounced. And it says that they wanted to respectfully, they hit him up basically to make sure they respectfully incorporated themes of transformation, spirituality, and environmental harmony drawn from Native Alaskan cultures. But the main thing I could find from him was just talking about how they didn't even send him a script. They just sent him the fucking opening narration to translate. So I don't know how much he was actually involved in this and how much any other indigenous people were involved in this.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure he recorded the narration.
He did, yes,
so.
I know. He also translated it.
Yeah.
This film went through a lot of different transitional periods in terms of what the story would be. At first, it was supposed to center on an old blind bear and his 3 daughters, a loose adaptation of the story King Lear. That was eventually scrapped. That came from the DVD commentary, actually. Bob Walker had said that.
Oh.
And initially, Kenai's bear companion was a large, older bear named Grizz, who acted as a mentor. Michael Clark Duncan was actually cast and even recorded dialogue for the role, but the team ended up finding out that they felt the relationship lacked emotional spark. That also was paraphrased from interviews and commentary from Aaron Blaze. I'm trying to give you guys more like reliable sources and everything so I don't get shit wrong. Kenai's motivation was originally driven by the death of his father, but to avoid comparisons with the Lion King's father-in-law storyline, they shifted the death to Sitka, his older brother. They felt, Chuck Williams, the producer, had said that there were too many similarities to the Lion King, so we made it about brothers instead. In terms of Shanana, oh my god, I've mixed up Shaman and Tanana. She went through multiple design changes and was even removed from the story entirely at one point, but later was reintroduced in this more focused spiritual guide role, and it really works. Something I found interesting was the change in aspect ratio. Did you notice that, Smalltown? I thought my TV was zoomed out at first. I went to go adjust the zoom on my
like
TV.
Widescreened?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But Kaylee was like, no, it's supposed to be like that, and here's why. So it intentionally shifts when Kenai transforms into a bear. It's supposed to be a visual symbolization for his expanded perspective and deeper connection to nature.
Yes, and
Well,
the colors
don't do that.
actually
Literally
shift
ever again.
too.
It was an interesting choice. I don't know how much it paid off, but I definitely it was a chance worth taking to see how it would work.
Literally nobody was like, I bet this is about his perspective. Everybody went, what the fuck's wrong with my TV?
Lucky.
In terms of video games, there were both Game Boy Advance and PC versions of the game released in late 2003. I've never played the PC version. They were fairly well received at the time, actually. I was surprised by that because a lot of Disney games were not. Personally, I really enjoy the GBA version. I own it to this day. It's really fun being able to switch between Kenai and Coda. It adds a lot of variety to the gameplay. It's low stakes, but it still manages to offer a bit of a challenge. Honestly, I think it's one of the better Disney GBA titles I've played, and I've played a lot. I own almost all of them, but it's quite fun.
Flex.
Yeah, it is kind of a flex. As for home media releases, there was obviously the VHS release and the DVD release on the exact same day in March of 2004. The DVD, like Smalltown said, included a plethora of bonus features at outtakes with Coda, audio commentary by Rut and Took, and you could do like the optional silhouettes, kind of like in the vein of like Timon and Pumbaa watching The Lion King.
Yeah, that's so cute. I miss that shit.
There was a music video for Look Through My Eyes.
No way.
There's games too. There was Find Your Totem and Bone Puzzle. And there was a sing-along of On My Way, among a few other things.
So much.
It was very cool, yeah. And then the Blu-ray release in 2013 was a 3-disc special edition Blu-ray DVD combo. It also included Brother Bear 2 in that release. And then something that I found out was there was also a re-release of the 2013 Blu-ray DVD combo pack on Disney Movie Club in 2021. And I was like, wait, I thought Disney Movie Club went under in like the 2000s. Dude, Disney Movie Club just shut down in 2024.
Bro.
I don't know what that is.
So it was they've re-released films that were either never released before on home media or were out of print, or ones that had gotten released on VHS but needed a DVD release. I don't know if they were made to order or just in like small quantities, but it was like for the Disney super fans that wanted to, like in the same year, 2021, that old Disney soccer movie, The Big Green, also got an official DVD release on the Disney what's it called?
The Big Green
Movie Club. I had no idea it existed for that long. Merchandise and toys. There were McDonald's toys released in association with the film. There's there's Sitka as an eagle in there.
Oh, that's kind of fire.
And a few other fun ones.
The totem.
Yeah, there's the totem as well. They also one of the wolves.
Wait, let me see again.
I don't remember what.
There was no wolves.
Yeah, so what was that? I'm so confused. No, I guess there was. Okay, that was
It was
Denahi's.
that was his totem, but there wasn't any actual wolves.
It's weird that they had a wolf as a
I
toy.
guess it's just because they had the eagle.
Oh, they
or,
could have
like,
fucking.
Sitkas.
They could have done fucking anything. Why'd they do a wolf? There's a lot of other things they could have done.
The wolf of wisdom.
The wolf of
They should
Wall
have
Street.
made it the wolf totem if they were going to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. That's strange. Several toys and plushes were obviously released in association with the film. Coda, Kenai, Rut, and Took plushes and toys exist, with my favorite being the Kenai plush, who's wearing the totem around his neck.
Cute.
I love it.
Oh my god, he looks so cute.
I know, right? He looks so huggable.
Yeah.
There's also this weird one. I only say weird. It makes sense, but I only say weird because of how it looks. It's called the Piggyback, Coda, and Kenai, and they speak. You can press Kenai's ear to hear their voices. Yeah, he's on his Coda's on Kenai's back, but Kenai is like fluffy and Coda's like rubber or something. It's weird.
Ew, he's like wrinkly.
Yeah, why wouldn't you make them both fluffy? I didn't get that. It just looks really weird and off-putting. If you want it, it's $100 on eBay or Macari.
It's still
one
in
of
the
the
box,
two. I think
so-
A
Macari.
couple of them.
Yeah, you're like that small town.
Yeah.
There are and have been numerous t-shirts, crew necks, and more released for this film over the years, like I was talking about with mine earlier. Box Lunch and Amazon both have pretty good designs currently available. Nothing crazy, but some pretty solid designs. I had bought my friend a Brother Bear shirt, officially licensed Disney shirt off of Amazon a few years ago, and that's actually a really cool design. Another fun thing I found was there was a lithograph set for Brother Bear that was released exclusively at the Disney store. I miss the Disney store, guys. We used to have one at the mall. It was fucking awesome. You don't remember the Disney store, Smalltown?
No.
Really?
I've seen
Man.
one Disney store, and it was in New York.
Yeah, and I think that one's shut down now too. I think they're all out of business.
Really? That thing was huge. It
Yeah,
was
I'm like
2 stories.
I'm like, open them back up. You guys are huge.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
And lastly, for walk around park characters, Kenai and Coda specifically have appeared as walk around characters at Disney parks, most notably at Disney's Animal Kingdom during Earth Week events.
Hell yeah.
Also in the early 2000s at Disney California Adventure, they rethemed the Redwood Creek Challenge Trail or whatever it's called to it was Brother Bear themed for a time.
Aw.
And that while their appearances are rare and usually tied to special occasions, they do still appear occasionally. So
Good.
hopefully we can get a picture with them one day. It's kind of off-putting how Coda is almost the same height as Kenai because they just had to find like a shorter adult to be in that.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. I like
and
it.
how they're
I
all
like
2
that.
feet.
I appreciate that because there's a lot of films that never got walk around park characters.
Mm-hmm.
Back to Kaylee.
Back to Kaylee for a quick little cast. We'll start. We'll start with Kenai, and this was the one that Jordan spoiled for himself, and I'm sad. It's Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh no shit!
Yeah. Yeah,
That's funny. Yeah,
That was just like-
now
I didn't
What?
realize it at first, but then when I was watching it again today, taking notes for my rundown,
hmm
and I had already knew it was Joaquin Phoenix, I was like, oh yeah, no, that's totally Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
But I read one of the reviews that said that he kind of sounded like Lin-Manuel Miranda in this movie, and at points I was like, "Oh my god!"
I'm gonna have to listen to it again.
Before, it's kind of crazy. So Joaquin is 50, a widely known actor, most recognized as the Joker. Y'all know him. This appears to be his only Disney role for now. He's kind of on that grind. His original family last name was Bottom, and they changed it to like be reborn, basically, to Phoenix because they wanted to be reborn. I just thought that was interesting. He also grew up in the Children of God cult.
Oh no.
All of his siblings have absolutely crazy names, and he's vegan and an animal rights activist.
Right on.
So
River Phoenix died. That was his brother.
Yep. Yeah.
Overdosed.
Yep.
Rest in
Very
peace.
sad.
I
He was
ain't
so
going there like
talented.
River Phoenix.
Yeah, almost all of the Phoenix siblings are famous or successful in some way. And then we have little baby Coda. Coda is Jeremy Suarez. I love that name. I love anybody named Jeremy because I say it like the Jeremy Franklin commercials.
Cool, Jeremy Franklin.
He's 34 and a former actor known for this and his role on the Bernie Mac show. He was on
shit.
there for years.
Was he the kid?
Was he Bernie Mac?
He,
The
I
Bernie
forgot
Mac
the-
show's plot is that isn't he like taking custody of his like niece and nephew or something like that?
Dude, I have not. I watched the Bernie Mac show like maybe 2 or 3 times.
He
when I
takes
was,
custody of a couple kids, and I want to say they're his niece and nephew. So I wonder if the nephew is played by him.
he was on it from 2001 to 2006.
Then probably.
Yeah,
could've
he's
been.
Jordan.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I think that Bernie Mac died in 06.
09.
Was it 09?
yeah, because he died at Old Dogs came out that year, and that was his last role.
Yeah. And then he actually, Jeremy reprised this role in the sequel.
Oh, really?
Yes. And he was nominated for an Annie for this, but he lost to Ellen fucking DeGeneres.
For Dory.
For Dory, yeah, which is valid, but like, fuck Ellen. His only other Disney was some additional voices on Treasure Island, and he voiced
On Treasure Island.
Treasure Planet.
Okay.
I don't know why I put Treasure Island.
Well,
Treasure
'cause that's what
Planet.
it's based off of. But...
Fair. And he voiced Wally in the Proud Family movie.
Oh, what? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the fucking cashew dude? Who was Wally?
He was
Or was he the villain? No.
Wally, was he the friend?
Yeah, I think he was one of the like neighbors or whatever, wasn't it?
Didn't he? Was he the one that stole the boat? Like he let them take the boat?
Jordan,
Well,
look it up.
Yeah, I'm looking it up. Let me be the one that looks it up. You got
I
researched
know.
it.
He actually hasn't acted much since 2014. He does like random stuff, and he also does more like conventional jobs. And one of the things listed was boiler making.
No shit.
Oh yeah, it was. That's really fascinating. What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's hard ass work.
Yeah.
My grandpa was a boilermaker.
Really?
Which one?
It's my stepdad's dad.
So the animal poacher, or was that someone else?
No, I think that's my stepdad's stepdad is the animal poacher.
Okay.
This is my stepdad's dad.
Okay, gotcha.
He's the boilermaker.
Your stepdad's stepdad.
Cool. Got a
the
new
animal
title
poacher.
for the.
Okay, so
next
now we got the
grandpa.
Boilermaker, the animal poacher, the one with the fat ass. Isn't there one more?
Yeah, my dad's dad. I don't know if I've talked about him much.
I feel like we had an identifying trait for him, but maybe I'm wrong. Or was he? I think maybe he was just the other one.
The other one.
Wally was the one that had like the dreads that helped.
Okay.
That helped them. Yeah, you were right.
He was.
Okay.
Good job.
No, I'm not right. I
No,
was
you're
thinking
not.
of whoever
The
Omar.
cashew one.
No, I was thinking of the rapper's friend that let them take the boat.
Oh, the artist.
Yeah.
The rich guy. Yeah.
I
Okay.
was thinking of his buddy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That was Sticky.
That was
Sticky.
sticky.
Yeah.
Sticky blink.
Wow. Okay. We were close. Not really.
Not at all.
So moving on. Rut and Took. Starting with Rut. That is Rick Moranis. And he is 72 years old, a Canadian actor, comedian, musician, producer, songwriter, and writer, period. He's in Ghostbusters.
And
Spaceballs.
Little Shop of
And
Horrors.
the fucking Little Shop of Horrors. Thank you.
that was the next one. Good job. And then for Disney, he was the dad in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in all of the movies. And then he was actually, he also voiced in the sequel of this movie. And then what the fuck? Oh, I accidentally got the director confused with this guy a little bit on his future career. So before that, his other Disney was an unproduced project that he'd signed on for in 1997 called The Rocket Boy, but it was like never
I
made.
think I've heard of that.
I know. Interesting. And he's actually the one who put his career on pause to raise his kids after his wife passed from cancer. The director did stop acting shortly after his wife had passed away, but this was the guy who like purposely paused his career for 23 years.
Yeah, wasn't this one of his last film before the hiatus?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because his wife died not too long after.
Man.
And then he actually, like, his first thing he signed to since his hiatus was to reprise this role in the new... Oh, no, it's to reply his role in the new Honey, I Shrunk the Kids
Okay, I was going to say,
reboot.
when did
Not
Rut
this role.
and Took appear recently?
The Honey, I Shrunk the Kids role. I can't read. But they were going to do another one called Shrunk in literally like 2020 or 2022 or something like that. And then I think it was 2020 because they put it on hold because of COVID, and they haven't had anything positive come out.
Oh, Honey, I Shook the Baby.
God.
Honey, I Shrunk this movie.
Honey, I Shrunk my penis.
It was already that small, sweet.
And then Took is Dave Thomas, 76 years old, also a Canadian actor, comedian, and TV writer.
The guy that fucking started Wendy's?
No.
Isn't that the same name?
I don't know.
Look it up.
You just be knowing stuff sometimes.
I be knowing.
So Dave and Rick were actually a duo, a pretty famous duo called the McKenzie Brothers, and the Moose, were partially inspired by them. So it kind of was like a perfect casting because that's what they based them off of, and then they got them. So period. And he's done other fun stuff, but no other Disney. But they do remain close friends, which is always sweet.
Yeah, the founder of Wendy's was Dave Thomas.
Good job.
He died a year before this movie. He never got to see Brother Bear or Cars.
Not Cars.
Fuck. Missed out on Cars?
Denahi and Sitka, the brothers. So Denahi is Jason Reyes, or Raze, because it's kind of similar to Blase. He sadly died at 28 years old in 2004, right after this movie came out.
Son of a bitch.
Fuck. Did Flapjack get you?
Yes.
Did you try to pet him?
Yeah.
No, it's on you, bro.
And whenever he's laying like that, he's so quick. He sadly died by suicide. Trigger warning.
That's so sad.
He was.
That's not how trigger
I
warnings
know.
work.
I always forget to say the trigger
Sitka?
warning until after.
No, Denahi.
Denahi's actor?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
He was an actor, singer, vocal talent, and theater star that was actually best known for his role as Simba in the Broadway production of Disney's The Lion King for 3 years.
Wow.
His career was brief but impactful, and he actually finished his lines for the sequel of this movie before his death. So
no way.
That was like one of his posthumous release.
Yes, you got it.
Thanks. And he also hosted a Disney documentary called Keeping It Wild. He was beloved in the industry, and I hope he is resting in peace. And then Sitka is D.B. Sweeney.
Oh, I know that name.
You do know that name because he's 63 years old and an actor that's had a long and steady career. His other Disney includes Dinosaur.
Oh, fuck yeah. Such
Aladar.
an underrated movie. Oh, he was Aladar.
Yeah, he was fucking Aladar.
Oh, shit.
And the sequel to this movie, albeit briefly, and one episode of Phineas and Ferb, and he actually took over the voice of Tarzan in the TV series.
Oh, no way.
Mhm.
Wow. That's a really good show, by the way.
Yeah, Jordan do be fucking with that show. Why do you know him, Jordy?
I don't know. His name just sounded familiar.
Oh,
I don't know
He
him
has
from
done
any
a lot of
specific
stuff.
thing.
I just focused on the Disney.
Maybe it was as Aladar. Maybe that's something I recognize because I'm a big Disney dinosaur fan.
You
So
move it. Tanana and Tug are the last two we got here.
they were voiced by the same person.
Yeah, no.
Imagine.
Tanana is Joan Copeland.
Any
Adam
relation
Copeland.
to Adam? Yeah.
She died at 99 years old in 2022.
Wow.
Just shy of her 100th birthday.
That's still fucking incredible.
Yes,
What
for
a
sure.
life.
Imagine being born in 1922
Can't.
and then living through COVID.
Yeah, I've lived
Crazy.
through the Great Depression and
Lived through
COVID.
COVID? Fucking computers were made.
The Great Depression.
And sliced bread, I think, right?
Huh?
And sliced bread was right.
Yes, sliced bread. The fucking internet.
Who cares about the internet? Sliced bread. Smalltown.
McDonald's.
People didn't have house phones in 1922. She died with an iPhone. Like,
Wow.
that's fucking
She
crazy.
died with an iPhone and the ability to order pizza and Chinese food to her house.
Mhm.
Oh my God. So she was an actress on stage and screen, often playing mothers, judges, or strong matriarchs, period. Power to her. She didn't have a huge filmography. She mostly stuck to theater, did a shit ton of theater and lots of fun stuff. But this was her only Disney work. And then Tug. Tug is actually
Sounded really familiar.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Oh, okay. So he still got a role in the film.
Because Tug was the big, like, grizzly bear that, what was his name? Grizz. And then they just kind of reworked him and kept Michael.
Good. I'm glad he didn't lose a role
Yeah,
because
right?
of that.
He sadly died at 54 years young in 2012
Yeah,
of
big
a heart
fat
attack.
R.I.P. Damn.
Literally. He was an actor and voice actor known for being large with a deep voice but a gentle demeanor. His breakthrough was in The Green Mile, co-starring with Tom motherfucking Hanks.
That's such a good movie.
The books are good too. His other Disney works include George of the Jungle 2.
Oh, shit.
He was a small
That's
role
in the grab bag now.
Hell yeah, we gotta remake that. Kim Possible, A Stitch in Time, Air Buddies, an episode of Sister Sister, The Proud Family, and an episode of Sweet Life of Zack and Cody.
Fuck yeah. What the fuck? Wait, I don't remember him being on.
Was he fucking...
I'm going to have to look that up.
What's the... Moberly? Is that his name?
Mosby.
Like his older brother or something?
Well, I
that's
remember the
fun.
episode with his older brother was a little person. Like,
Oh,
that was
really?
the whole gag was those Mosby's big brother, you know.
Oh my god.
I'm going to look it up real quick. It's so early 2000s, dude. They handle it actually decently well, but it's still
Babe, you gotta look at this lead real quick.
Oh, I seen it.
Oh, that's okay.
I seen it.
And then lastly, I just wanted to include this really random fact. He was in an R. Kelly music video. Random. Pop off, making money.
Oh, he was their basketball coach. I remember that now.
Oh, cool. And lastly, I just had to.
Sorry, I
rest
just
in
had
peace,
to-
King and Queen, because both of these guys are passed on.
I had to quickly pivot from R. Kelly.
Didn't even acknowledge it.
Robert.
So for my funny facts here,
Killing me.
the day this movie. Oh no, this isn't fucking true because I looked up the wrong day. So the day this movie came out to those two theaters is the birthday of Mickey Mantle,
Ah,
Tom Petty,
Ah.
Scott Hall,
what?
Kamala Harris. It's Kamala.
Kamala,
Isn't it?
yeah.
Fuck. I literally was overthinking that so
You were in
bad.
wrestling brain after Scott Hall. Kamala.
Yeah.
Kamala.
Kamala Harris, Snoop Dogg, and John Krasinski.
What a day.
Go Libras. That's
Hell
what I'm
yeah.
saying. It's probably not
Lot of-
Libras, though. 'cause
lot of
it's November
awesome
1st.
people.
But it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
My birthday's way better.
Aaron, the director, the first director, Blase, he joined this project because, quote, I just wanted to be attached so that I could animate bears. That was his quote. Yeah. I respect that. And so, like we were talking about earlier, the animators had to do, or they got to do, really, live drawing sessions with live bear cubs, as Jordan was saying. And then they would do outdoor painting sessions 3 times a week for 2 months.
How neat.
And then, last fun fact, kind of a spoiler, but we're not going to do the sequel for a long time. Joaquin does not
Yeah,
come
figured.
back. But you know who takes over?
Who?
Patrick Dempsey!
Oh, shit!
Woo! I love that
Cool.
motherfucker. So, yeah, and that's all I have for you, folks. Thanks for listening to Kaylee
You guys wanna
Time.
hear
Right
the
on.
lineup for my birthday?
I do.
Always.
Billie Eilish, Christina Aguilera,
DMX.
Steven Spielberg, Keith Richards, Brad Pitt, Katie Holmes, Ray Liotta, DMX,
Oh, Ray
Stone
Liotta.
Cold Steve Austin,
What?
Give me a hell yeah.
Ronald Acuna,
Yo.
Ty Cobb,
Holy shit. Lots of baseball royalty.
Ron White, and YB and Namir.
I like how you ended with like arguably the least interesting one. Or
and
notable.
Sia.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
God damn.
I knew DMX
And Bridget Mendler.
shared that birthday. Really? Disney
I love
legend.
Bridget Mendler.
Wow.
Dr.
I don't have a whole lot of
too.
interesting ones, but I do have Daniel Radcliffe and Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson.
That is a really good
I
one.
love Woody
Love
Harrelson,
Woody.
man. He's such a lovable guy. With that, we're headed to break. When we come back, we finna talk about this movie, y'all. Get ready. Get your stomachs ready for some meat and potatoes. And then for dessert, we're going to give you our report cards, our overall ratings, and our pimp of the week. All that and so much more when we return here on the Disness.
All right, so you know my friend Shark, right?
Of course, everyone knows Shark.
You know Shark.
Yeah.
And obviously with a nickname like Shark, and when I say nickname, I mean his parents gave him the name Shark. But it's a nickname. Don't fucking have a doubt about that.
It's a nickname because it's in the same family as Nicholas. You know,
Yeah.
like Nicholas, Shark.
Yes.
Yeah.
Trumpet. Yeah. Well, when you have a name like Shark, you got to do fucking crazy batshit stuff, you know?
Of course. Gotta live up to that.
Like you've heard of people like skitching on a skateboard, right? Grabbing a bumper of a car and riding
Yes.
Yeah.
skateboard. Well, Shark used to do that with a snowboard.
Okay.
Holy shit. This is a wild man.
Yeah. Doesn't work very well.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, his poor ankles.
And elbows and arm bones that he
Mhm.
breaks. Yeah.
Toes.
So Shark was like, he was the guy that had he had a boa, like a fucking way too big of a boa to have in a house. He had like lizards, and he had like 2 or 3 tarantulas, just like these weird fucking
Just
pets.
eccentric shit. Yeah.
Probably mostly legal.
Definitely, yeah, yes, they're illegal. Then he got a bear.
What?
No.
Got a bear cub.
Aw.
Don't know where he got it, where he found it, who gave it to him. Whatever.
Wonder if he killed its mom.
Oh my God.
Classic Shark.
On brand. Shark is short for Kenai.
True. Yeah. Sharkini. I mean, he did a good job with said bear cub. You know, it did love him,
Oh.
and it was fun to roll around with and stuff. Then he started getting bigger, and it was just like, I'll still play with you, but it's kind of like I got to keep my distance because you're kind of scary.
And you could
Mhm.
kill me.
And then he got a little bit older, and you could tell that he was just like, it's almost in his face. You could tell I'm not supposed to be here. Supposed to be elsewhere, getting fucking girl bear pussy and doing bear shit.
Mhm.
That's what I often think about. I'm supposed to be somewhere else getting girl bear pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You bear girls.
Yeah. And so I kind of came up with a plan. Shark didn't have a job, but Shark would tell you that he was going to work, and then he would just be at the skate park. And
Crazy.
He didn't even skate.
He just stole the kid's skateboard. Sounds like a shark thing to do.
And so while he was at work, I went to the house. And the bear knew me pretty good, so like I wasn't at a huge risk of getting like mauled and killed, but it's still a bear. And
True.
so I get it out of its enclosure, we'll call it.
Okay.
Get it out, and I just keep giving it up, letting it's following me out on like out the yard and
You're
shit.
You're kidnapping this bear.
I'm bear napping this kid. And
that's good.
So then finally, like we're at like a spot, and then he's kind of kept going. I stopped. He keeps going. Then he like looks back, and it's like it feels like a thank you, you know?
Aww.
Yeah. And so Shark wasn't very happy with me or whatever about it, and 6, 7, 8 kids got eaten, killed by that bear. Not a lot of woods where I'm from.
Let him out in the street.
He didn't. Yeah, there wasn't a lot of places for him to go. We had there were trees, a couple. We had a couple trees.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, he was put down fucking 2 days later or whatever. But
Damn, Shark was?
Fucking tried, huh?
Shark was?
Not Shark, no.
They had to take him out.
No, his bear.
Is that why Shark spent 3 years in federal prison, though?
Yeah, because I ratted on his bitch ass.
Damn.
After I kidnapped his bear.
Yeah.
I went to the feds. And
I mean, because there was no way he was feeding them right if he didn't have a job.
Well, also, Shark figures some shit out.
Yeah, he finds a way. That's what they always say about Shark. Shark finds a way.
That's what they've always said.
That's crazy.
I heard that before I even knew Shark.
Oh my God.
That's a tragic story, man.
Fuck
that's
Shark.
Heavy.
Fuck Shark.
Yeah.
Fuck Shark.
But we love him.
I'll always love him.
I'm Jordan Bass, a.k.a. Frank Maroney, welcoming you back here on The Disness as we're talking about Brother Bear. And that Smalltown just told that story completely unrelated to Brother Bear.
Were you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yo, you didn't know I was recording?
I want Shark to hear that.
Well, he's gonna.
Cover your ears, Shark.
Shark's been a weekly listener since the very beginning. So, shit. Come on the pod, Shark. And like I was saying, we're talking about Brother Bear. Still joining me, as always, we got Yogi Bear's biggest fan, Kaylee Foot. Hey, Kaylee. What do you want to do today?
I would rather be
Look at this picnic basket.
What's that cute English bear?
Cute
Nottingham?
Paddington. She said Nottingham.
Paddington. Fuck
That's
Yogi. I
British
fucking
enough.
hate Yogi. Yogi's annoying as fuck. Jordan did that on purpose to rage bait me.
I love Yogi Bear.
I love the messages he puts out.
National Park safe.
Yeah, that's great.
Not a
Why does he
Smokey
fucking sound
Bear.
like that?
Oh.
What?
Smokey Bear's the one that's...
So then what does Yogi do? He just robs picnics?
It's just a Hanna-Barbera. Yeah, he robs picnics.
See,
And...
fuck that guy.
But he's not the one that robs the picnics. Isn't his other bear friend the one that
Boo-boo.
robs the picnics?
Hey, Boo Boo. No,
Boo Boo. Yeah.
Boo Boo's the small one. Boo Boo does whatever
He
Yogi
tells
wants to do.
Boo Boo to
I
steal
thought
it for
fucking
him.
Yogi was like a
hey,
park
Boo Boo,
ranger.
give me the
Yeah, well,
picnic
no,
basket.
Yogi gets basically kind of like directed and controlled by the park ranger because the park ranger's letting him live there or something like that, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, the park ranger's kind of like the main antagonistic type character on that show. Like he's
Okay.
definitely always like either going after Yogi, trying to stop Yogi from his antics, or forcing Yogi into, like just the other day, I was watching an episode where, funny enough, there was like a Smokey the Bear type character that was supposed to be coming, and Boo Boo like hella admires this character, and there's going to be a bunch of kids there for this event, and the character like bailed. So the park ranger was like, Yogi, you gotta act like you're the fucking Smokey the Bear ripoff for this episode. And Yogi...
Well, maybe Smalltown and I have seen that episode and that connected in our
It's
brains.
possible. It's possible. Also still joining us, we got Sweaty Smalley, Smalltown Dalton Endicott.
That's not bear themed.
I don't. I didn't say his was bear themed. I said yours were bear themed.
I didn't like that one very much.
You're sweaty. It's funny because we were just talking about. Excuse me. Oh my god! At the beginning of the show, you were saying something about sweating, and I was like, "Oh man!" And I already used the nickname Tummy Trouble. I think we were talking about hydration.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
And now me and Kaylee are drinking some amaretto sours because we finished the first drink. That's a drink that could end up potentially in the tournament at the end of the year. We'll see. It could. It was pretty good. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
I liked it.
I drank almost all of it. I don't want to drink the last bit because all the syrup has settled to the bottom, and I don't want that texture in my mouth.
That's fair. Yeah, I got like most of it down, but then that very little at the bottom I just dumped in the sink. Yeah. I was earlier I was realizing that like when I get down to like the bottom little bit in a beer,
oh, it's awful.
I typically just dump it.
Yeah, it's awful.
I was wondering if that's weird, but
if I don't kill it all, like if I don't have like a decent amount left and just kill it all,
yeah.
If there's that much left, I'm fucking throwing it away. First of all, it's typically hot,
warm,
as fuck.
yes,
and it just like
it's mostly backwash anyway.
Down as bubbles, like
yeah.
It doesn't even.
Yeah, it's just like foam.
Yeah, that part specifically always like immediately like kind of upsets my stomach.
Me too.
So okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. That makes me happy. It makes
Jordan hates
me
being
happy.
Alone.
Yeah, I do hate being alone. I often am. Not about this movie though. At least not here. As we're talking about Brother Bear, let's get right into it.
Yeah.
We open with a narration from Denahi, the middle brother, setting the cultural vibe, and also basically like, this is the story of how my brother Kenai got turned into a bear and kind of deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
Then we cut to a somber little campfire moment with the three brothers, Denahi, Kenai, and Sitka. Are all vibing in the wilderness. And right away, I know Disney's about to emotionally wreck me. Denahi's already roasting Kenai. They head out to fish, and after all that effort, Kenai, doing his best to be helpful and failing, I guess not his best, but somewhat, he was excited to get to the ceremony, all right, guys? He lets the basket of fish fall and just says, fuck it. Goes off to the totem ceremony. So Kenai gets his totem, it's the bear of love, and immediately takes it as a personal attack. He's like, ew, that's pussy shit. Meanwhile, the shaman Tanana is like, you need to let love guide your actions to become a man. It really seemed like a lot of Kenai's displeasure more so came from the teasing that he received from Denahi versus like his personal feelings about it. That's what I got. I don't know about you.
Because he wanted to be macho.
Yes.
And he felt like this was not macho. And maybe, I mean, I'm sure a lot of it is, first of all, he's the youngest brother.
Right.
And then
they always want to grow up so fast.
And he wants to prove to Denahi that he is a tough guy or whatever.
But the reason I say that is, did you notice how Denahi lies to him at first? And he's like, no, I think your totem's really cool. And the way like Kenai kind of perks up a little bit, he's like, you do?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you're a slur I'm not going to say on the show. For context, each brother's totem lines up with their vibe. So Sitka gets the eagle of guidance because he's
older brother.
Yes. And then Denahi gets the wolf of wisdom. He's chill but observant. And Kenai gets love, which means the spirits saw this hot-headed kid and said, this one needs hugs and lessons. And Denahi starts roasting him again, and they discover the basket of fish has been ravaged and taken. Kenai's like, fine, I'll go get it myself, Denahi, you punk bitch. Which, again, important plot point, because Kenai heading off to chase the fish basket directly leads to everything falling apart.
Real.
Like, I literally said to Kaylee, I was like, it's kind of both of their faults. Like, it's Kenai's fault for provoking the bear. Yeah. But he never even would have gone after it if Denahi wasn't like, you piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
So, while he's trying to retrieve it, a huge bear shows up. Kenai freaks out, starts throwing rocks out of anger instead of just walking away like a sane person. Sitka ends up heartbreakingly sacrificing himself in this heroic but inevitable move because, again, he was way too competent to survive a Disney first act. Kenai's all like, I will avenge my dead brother, even though Sitka literally died trying to stop that exact energy.
No, literally.
So, of course, he kills the bear. And then the sky gods are like,
All right, you want to learn? You're the bear now, big dog. So the transformation scene here is fucking gorgeous.
It is really
man.
cool.
Also hilarious because the spirits straight up upgrade the aspect ratio of the movie. The screen literally stretches out as Kenai becomes a bear. Shout out to that shot of the aurora shattering too. Denahi walks in on a post-bear Kenai standing over his own shredded clothes and assumes the worst, which I mean, fair. He decides to go full revenge mode and becomes the hunter now. Kenai ends up he falls or something, right? Gets knocked out.
Yeah, he falls back off the cliff.
Yeah.
And lands in the water and gets washed away.
He wakes up all dazed and bear-shaped. And who's waiting for him? Tanana, the village shaman.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at
She
this
somehow knew
freshly
exactly where he was.
furred mess and basically goes, well, you done pissed off the spirits. You're a bear now. Good luck with that. And she pieces out.
Mm-hmm.
Kenai stumbles through the forest and crosses paths with two mooses. Mooses? Rut and Took, who are aggressively Canadian. And they point him vaguely toward a mountain, but mostly just confuse the hell out of him. Enter Coda, a little ball of chaos and trauma. He's all, hey, bear buddy, I'm lonely, hyper, and emotionally damaged. Let's be besties. And Kenai's just like, shut the fuck up, twerp.
Literally, he's so mean to him.
He's right off the bat, just a total dick. But I mean, I feel like I'd be a total dick if I woke up as a bear.
Yeah, I just wouldn't be in a good mood.
Right?
Fair, but like, he's so cute.
He's very cute. Denahi's back on the hunt, so Kenai runs off to hide and Coda meets him there. Coda shows off some fighting techniques that definitely clearly showcase he's definitely been in a fight before, right, guys?
Oh, yeah.
I use those moves all the time. Coda...
Mhm.
Call this one the slasher.
That's a good one.
Coda ends up talking Kenai into letting him tag along because he says he can show him where the light touches the earth, and then they go to sleep. Rut and Took see Denahi and are freaked the hell out, so they decide to follow the bears to avoid death.
Mhm.
We get the wonderful On My Way number here, with Coda being this fun-loving spirit he is, while Kenai is incredibly annoyed. By the end of the sequence, they do start to bond a little. Rut and Took show up, catch up with them, and they decide to use some mammoths as their own personal Ubers.
Genius.
Yeah, really genius. I liked the inclusion of the mammoths here because woolly mammoths are probably my favorite extinct animal.
Yeah.
I don't
Them
know
and
why.
dodo birds.
I think it's just because of Ice Age.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm fascinated by wool. I'm
Because you love
fascinated
Ray
and
Romano,
afraid.
so that
I
would make
do.
sense.
I do
It
love Ray
pisses
Romano.
me off that Ice Age isn't Ice Age the Alma.
On my way. Yeah. What would like to?
Yeah. And then this one is also.
What would I say about it? Yeah, this one's On My Way too, but it's a completely different song.
Way different song, I know.
But that one's called Simi On My Way
Simeon
by Rusted Root. And that one was also used in Matilda, funny enough.
Shout out.
Shout out. Both great movies from my childhood.
Just watched that movie for the first time last week.
Really?
I still don't think I've seen it.
What prompted you to watch it?
Not my fucking choice.
Okay. But you liked it, right?
I was oddly like, this is not terrible.
Yeah, right? It's good. I
Now-
love Danny DeVito and Rhea Perlman. And
I literally said, hey, Hallie, do they tell you why she has powers?
no, she just has the force.
No. I said, I wish they would tell you why the fuck she has powers.
Yeah, because it's like a mostly kind of grounded movie up until she just has powers.
It's like, look what I can do. And make a kid fly.
It's cool though. I like it. It's
a good movie.
because it is kind of a fantasy.
It made me so sad at the
It's
beginning.
very
dude.
sad.
Fuck. I was so sad.
They're
I'm like,
so awful to her.
yeah.
Damn.
And I was like, this is so sad because there are kids that legitimately feel
Live
like
like
this.
yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Just a soul crusher.
But it's like Rhea Perlman and
Yeah,
Danny
no, they
DeVito are
did
very funny.
awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I told Hallie, walk to the fucking library.
I do like how they kind of end it with like they do love her, you know, but they're just bad parents and they shouldn't be parents.
I didn't get that vibe at all.
Oh, you didn't?
no.
Or maybe they do care about her.
Yeah,
at
but
least.
you're also not a parent, so you see it in a
I'd
different
have to
light.
rewatch it
well,
again, but
didn't
that's the
even have
vibe I
nothing to do with
got.
like, she's like, whatever she. I want
The
to. I
teacher.
already have the adoption papers,
Right.
and she's like, "Do you have a pen?" And then fucking DeVito's like, turn around. And he signs the adoption papers on her back.
Yeah, but it felt, I don't know. To me, it felt like they were doing that for her. Like they felt like it would benefit her.
See,
I don't know.
I
maybe
felt
I'm wrong.
the other way where it felt like they were doing it for them.
Yeah. Well,
That's
maybe
how
it's a little bit of both.
I think she literally says, I never quite like understood you or my only daughter, and I never understood what was wrong with you or something like that.
Okay, I need to rewatch it
Yeah,
because I'm
it's
clearly
Yeah,
misremembering.
I haven't seen it, so I'm just like,
Oh, you haven't seen it?
no.
Oh, what the fuck? Dude, I'm still traumatized to eat chocolate cake. No, I'm playing. Well, Kenai
don't
reveals
get
to Coda, he will one day. Kenai reveals to Coda how Sitka was killed. He doesn't explicitly say he was human, but he just say it was his brother. Coda even thanks Sitka for his sacrifice so he could meet Kenai. Like, oh.
Mhm.
Little moments like this do a great job of slowly softening Kenai up.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just
There
a
was
fucking
one-
sudden transition. They
That
fucking
one
do shit.
scene whenever they go into the cave and they see the like drawings from past humans that had been there, and then they see the human with the spear
Yeah, I was
pointed
gonna
at the
get
bear.
into that.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, that's not here yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Coda doesn't for real know where they are.
Oh, you're right.
Kenai's
Not
kind of
sure
pissed
yet.
low key, so they ditch the mammoths. Also, during the scene, Jeremy Suarez allegedly improvised the line. First of all, it's Binky, it's not Binky, it's Bucky, and it wasn't a pine cone, it was a pine nut. Because apparently Joaquin Phoenix misspoke, and then that moment was kept in the final film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I don't know 100% if that's true, but if it is, that's really cool.
That's funny.
Kenai gets into it with Coda, yelling at this poor kid to just grow up, and that's pretty ironic coming from Kenai.
Mm.
They find a bunch of etchings on this, like Kaylee was just talking about. They find a bunch of etchings on this like rock face type deal.
Yeah.
And Coda expresses his fear over the human etching, which really hits deep for Kenai.
Yes,
This
that
is
was
a
what I was
really
going to say. That
strong
was a really
moment.
big, like, kind of wake up moment for him.
You know
'Cause
what? Yeah.
Coda was saying how, because he said, like, look at those monsters with those scary sticks.
Mhm.
And then Kenai was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, because I think he like processed it as like the big bear at first. Coda was talking about
Yes,
as a monster. And then
100%.
he said with the big stick, and he was like, "Oh shit!" You know where I feel like this scene really succeeds the most and it's elevated by the lack of dialogue and just seeing the realization wash over Kenai's face.
And it's crazy that they can get that much, like, you know, in an animal's face.
They did a lot with his eyes
Mhm.
in that scene specifically. Well, the two bears start getting along a lot better now. Coda's like, oh, bet we're almost to the fucking salmon run. We just got to go through here. And it's just a vast wasteland covered in geysers and shit.
Geysers. Love a good geyser scene.
Yeah, that's in a lot of movies, especially animated.
Mm-hmm.
Denahi catches up to them and shit gets intense. Everyone almost dies, including Denahi when he decides to leap to the other side of this trench and ends up falling into the water down below.
Yeah.
He got lucky.
Denahi's like also like blinded with rage and being
well, he thinks he lost both of his brothers to this bear, so like it kind of makes sense.
Yes. Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely he's blinded with rage
his
and
fish.
grief.
And his fish, yeah, fuck.
And his basket. Took him 2 weeks to carve that basket.
He's like, I'm really after this bear because of the basket. Coda asks Kenai why the humans want to kill them. Kenai says it's because they're killers. Coda's like, bitch, what you talking about? I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Kenai, even after sharing this journey with Coda and saying he's okay in his own right, still just believes that bears like to attack humans.
Mhm.
Dog, you provoked the bear to begin with and then hunted it, fucking idiot.
100%.
They arrive at the salmon run. They meet a bunch of bears, including Tug. And Kenai initially tries to dip out, but Tug is like, nah, you gotta stay, big man. And they kill a bunch of fish together and have a good time. Kenai eventually becomes more comfortable when he realizes bears aren't exactly how he thought they were.
Mm-hmm.
This was another scene that helps with this fucking growth that people act like is non-existent.
100%.
By the way,
having fun.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, speaking of having fun, I did not have so much fun with the song for this. By the way, I think the song here is so painfully blunt that it pisses me off.
Yeah.
It's like super on the nose. It's like, we're brothers and we're hunting fish
Yeah,
and
no,
we
that
stick
was one of
together
the
and we're
ones that I-
bears.
Literally, like those I think were the words. And I did not enjoy that one very much.
No, it sounded fine, but the lyricism was so.
Kenai and Coda at the salmon run.
They just met Tug and they're eating fish.
And stuff is kind of going weird now, and Kenai's kind of sad.
But at the end of the day, they're brothers and they're bears.
And don't forget the moose, whatever their names are again. Rut and whatever.
Rut Lake. It's bear story time, my favorite. And Coda is finally able to tell the story of how he was separated from his mom. And holy hell, the realization sitting in for Kenai was handled so damn well, for one, but it was so fucking dark in the best way.
Flashbacks and
Holy
everything.
Fuck. My jaw dropped.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Like when she starts to talk.
Yes, and you can like
She's
hear
not
what she was thinking.
He remembers her like, I don't know, roaring, growling,
Yes.
whatever, vocalizing.
But now that he's a bear,
He understands what she's saying.
understands.
Yeah.
mhm.
And she was like, Coda.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That shit cut fucking deep, man.
Yeah.
That was really brutal.
And we suspected that too.
Yeah, I kind of predicted about halfway through because I didn't remember.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, wait, did he kill Coda's mom? And I almost thought like, nah, that's a little too dark for Disney.
And in my research, I saw one of the Letterboxd reviews was like somebody saying how they were sobbing whenever Coda was reunited with his mom at the end.
Yeah,
so
man.
I didn't know for sure if she had survived or if that like
gotcha.
wasn't her or
Okay.
whatever, you know.
Right,
if
because
she
it
was
didn't
still
say
alive
like the
somewhere.
spirit mom. It just said his mom.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So when he had asked me like, do you think that he killed his mom? And I was like, I don't know, but I think so. Oh my god.
They did a really good job with that. And like,
Mhm.
just because we predicted it, like, I don't think, while there is like maybe subtle clues, like they definitely do a good job of not giving it away.
Yeah, and like there was no like going back and looking at the beginning when he first like was throwing the rocks at her, it would make sense she had her back to him and
Right.
everything, that maybe that was when she was hiding Coda or whatever, or telling him to hide, but like you never saw him in the
And
beginning.
now you realize too, she was probably protecting Coda.
she was. That's
Yeah.
what that she was literally saying, like, in because she heard she heard one of the brothers say something and she thought that they were talking about Coda. And so that's why she went back and like started attacking the others again.
That makes sense. Yep.
So
Don't fuck with a mother
Felt
bear.
threatened. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's
Be the
mother
next one.
bear.
Mother bear.
that'd be kind of
Low key. I have an idea. I don't want to get off topic real quick, but I will say this. I will get into this in further detail one day. But I have an idea for a Disney Plus show called Disney Legends, where they do like prequels, sequels, midquels, specifically involving like specific characters or groups of characters, or even just overall follow-ups or prequels for like old school, not even just old school, but like anything in the hand-drawn realm of Disney.
yes.
Because specifically the hand-drawn realm, because there is a section of fans that yearn for more hand-drawn
more.
shit.
Yeah, just like
That classic Disney vibe.
and like exploring the worlds that they love and
Yes.
grew up on a little bit more,
right?
you know?
And you don't like. I'm not saying do follow-ups where it doesn't matter, but
things that could be canon.
things that could be
or
canon,
explain like why certain characters are the way they are, or certain crazy
certain ideas
things
I had were
happen to
like
them.
a Baloo prequel
Mhm.
or a Mulan prequel, but not about Mulan, about her father in the
Yes.
military.
That was a really, really good one.
Or a prequel about Thomas O'Malley, or a sequel and multiple sequels throughout the series following Basil and Dawson's adventures,
Mhm.
like after The Great Mouse Detective. Like, there's just a lot of potential they could work with there. And I hadn't thought about a Brother Bear episode yet, but one with the Mother Bear, or even something else to do with like Tanana or the spiritual side of
Yeah.
it, could work really fucking well for that.
Mhm.
I'll definitely share with you guys more details on my ideas for that, because I literally want to make a video or a podcast that's like, hey, Disney, steal this. Feel free to steal it. I want it to happen. You don't have to pay me nothing. Steal it. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit. I just want it.
And it has to be hand drawn.
Yes.
That's the
has to be.
requirement.
It can have a mix of CG, which
yes,
they did here.
if needed, you know, for like
Right.
the high action, whatever
It
scenes.
real- it-
Totally get
I
that. But
said
like
to Kaylee-
backgrounds, characters.
Right.
basics.
I had said to
hand-drawn.
Kaylee in this movie, like the moments that they did use CG, I really liked. Like when the big log was falling, like that was CG. It looked really good. It didn't feel intrusive.
Yeah, I don't think I would have necessarily picked up on the fact that it was CG until Jordan pointed it out.
You can just tell
I
when
was like,
something's
oh, yeah,
a little
yeah,
more 3D and it like has a slightly different shade to it compared to the hand drawn. Anyway,
and it loses its depth.
Yes. Anyway, Kenai ends up running away in a mix of fear and shame, and Coda eventually catches up. Kenai tells him the hard truth, and Coda's like, "Fuck no, I'm out!" And yeah, like rightfully so.
Super, yeah.
Also heartbreaking.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Blade backs up.
Where he's like, I don't like this story.
Yes.
Heartbreaking.
I like the way
Cry.
I like the way he told it too, instead of just being like, "I killed your mom." You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. Like the
Giving
whole
them
like
the
I'm going to tell
entire
you a story. You know.
Yes.
And when he says like I did something really bad, you know, like I feel like that's not maybe when Coda officially realizes it, but like he definitely starts.
That's the most
getting
Joaquin
really scared.
Phoenix sounding line in the whole movie.
Yeah,
Did
true.
something really bad.
That's so
Just
true.
like, oh, that's Joaquin Phoenix.
That's a
His
good
voice is
point.
fucking...
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Shoot to Denahi now, who is wondering what he's even doing anymore. He says he needs help, and Spirit Eagle Sitka pulls up to guide him.
Worst mustache literally ever.
You think so? It's
Yeah.
awful. Yeah.
The little wisps.
On
The-
both sides.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's about 6 little hairs. Yeah, not good.
Rut and Took are bickering, and they come across Coda. By the way, they don't even know his name.
Hey, little bear.
Yeah. Just call him Little Bear.
This scene works pretty well in fully
Smaller
altering
bear.
Coda's
Smaller
mindset.
Smaller bear.
Yeah.
I think this was the best use of Rut and Took throughout the movie.
When they get like angry
In their
and
little
they love
fight.
each other.
Yes.
Mhm.
But it worked really well. Like, I mean, they had felt so like silly up to that point, and this scene felt just a little bit more grounded, you know? And it worked really well as a device to get Coda thinking a little bit more and altering his mindset.
Mhm.
Kenai's shouting for Sitka, and then he's met with Denahi. I really liked how it looks like the eagle flying in,
Yeah. And then it
and reveals
jumping
it's
down.
Denahi
Yeah.
jumping down.
That was
Oh
very
man,
well
that was super well done. He gets really close to killing Kenai. High drama. Coda to the rescue. I don't know how he found Kenai, but he's here. Suddenly, Kenai has
He
changed.
knew where Kenai was going. I just don't know
True.
how he got there so freaking fast.
Also, I'm pretty sure a bear's scent of smell is like 300
Scent of
times-
smell? Is that the correct way of saying that? Sense of smell?
Sense of smell.
Damn.
You fucking get it, dude.
I'm just an asshole.
I think it's
Yeah, a little
like
bit.
something insane, like maybe 150 times stronger than like a bloodhound.
I would
or
believe
something
that.
like
wow.
that.
And
Yeah.
bloodhounds have incredible
Yeah.
senses of
Something
smell.
crazy. I could be fucking way over, but it's something insane. It might be 150 times our sense of smell.
Right. But just amplified more than a bloodhound. Well, Kenai's changed back into his human form as the snow is washed away. This was really beautiful too. Spirit Sitka is here too. I loved the lack of dialogue from the spirits. I think it really allowed these moments to have their full emotional impact. I think if he had spoke, it wouldn't have been the same.
Yeah.
According to the Google AI, really quickly, a bear's sense of smell is significantly better than humans, and even dogs, with estimates suggesting it could be 2,100 times more sensitive than a human's.
Holy
They can detect
fuck.
things, sense from like several miles away.
I mean, take that with a grain of salt because it's Google AI.
Yeah.
Well, like one of the examples that I heard, and I heard that stat about bear sense of smell, like they can smell that you have to shit before you know you have to shit.
That's crazy.
What the
That
fuck?
was like
According
one of the
to-
examples.
The National Park Service.gov, a black bear's sense of smell is about 7 times greater than a bloodhound's.
So I was way off on my first.
Well, for the
That's
for
still
the
a lot,
dogs, yes,
though.
but for the human, no. You're close.
I really started tearing up big time when human Kenai sees Coda and he can no longer understand him, and Coda's just making these like whimpering kind of.
No,
bear
that got
sounds.
me. That got me. That was when I started crying.
And when
I
they
was not
hug,
okay.
and then he kind of like let go, but then he hugs him
Yeah,
tighter.
he like lets him. He like, looks at him again, and I feel like that was another moment where he was contemplating, and like that was what really made it up in
Yeah,
his mind.
it's
'Cause
fucking
he like
beautiful.
not only does Coda, he eventually says this, like he says to Sitka, he needs me, and not only does Coda need him, but I also feel like Kenai probably feels like he owes him because he killed his mom.
Kenai needs him.
Kenai also
Yeah.
needs him, to fulfill
Absolutely,
his
yeah.
totem. I also felt like going into this feeling like, oh God, I don't know how I feel about him just staying a bear at the end. Like I remember saying like for the longest time, like, I love that it just ends with him just staying a bear. Like
I
on paper
do
that
love
sounds
that.
so silly, but the execution is phenomenal.
Yes,
It
they
makes
did a great
total
job.
sense. They did do a great job. Well, he makes the decision that Coda needs him, and he changes back into bear form. Imagine as if Kenai is turning back from human into bear again. He's like, no, wait, I forgot how much I liked having a penis.
Jordan said that at that moment in the movie. Well, I was crying. There were tears streaming down my face, and he said that, and it literally made me bust out laughing. I was pissed.
Coda even gets that moment with his mother as a spirit.
Oh,
Just
God.
kept the tears flowing.
Yeah, Jordan looked down, and I knew the moment was coming, and so I was like, Jordan, look, you gotta look. And we both
Because
were
I was
crying.
trying to take a note about the penis line.
Yeah, it makes sense. And I was like, oh, wait, you need to cry first.
This is such a great series of moments here at the end. All of it. Just great. Fucking phenomenal climax. Kenai, Coda, and Nahi goof around, which also I was like laughing at. Like, oh, this is so cute.
They're like
and sweet.
wrestling.
Yeah. I like how Denahi at first is like, this is kind of weird, but cool, I'm into it. It's my brother.
He said he looks
It'd
better as a bear.
It would have been so cool if Kenai was just like, remember how was your little brother? Well, now I'm a grizzly bear. Just fucks him up.
Oh my God.
This is for giving me shit about the basket.
Yeah. The bear of love, huh? Watch this.
Oh my God.
Well, Kenai, Coda, and Denahi goof around. They have a ceremony for Kenai. The narrator wraps things up for us. Kenai gets his paw print on the wall. The end.
I really love that moment.
Jinx, you owe me some Coke.
No, I was swallowing. Doesn't count.
But I want Coke.
You owe us some Coke.
We got RC.
No,
That's not
go
what
get
I
us
said.
an 8-ball.
All
Some
right.
schmackaroo.
All right, let me make some
Yeah.
phone calls.
Oh, there goes my
Aw.
fucking
Okay, I
vape
see it.
device. By the way, we watched the full credits because at first they did like those little like deleted scenes, which were pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
But the fucking "Look Through My Eyes" song
Oh
by Phil
my
Collins.
God.
Oh my God, is right.
Did you add that? What playlist did you add that
Mind
to?
blowing. I added it to the summer playlist.
Good.
Holy fuck!
It was a banger.
Such a banger. Amazing song. Like, I'm like, wow. I didn't
Mhm.
know about it because it's just in the fucking credits.
Yeah, and like I think it's the second song of the credits, is it not?
Well, no,
Or is
it's the
that just
first
the
song to
beginning?
play after the deleted scenes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that makes
I don't know if I've even heard of them.
You gotta listen to it. It's beautiful.
It was a really
gorgeous
fire.
song.
We'll play it
so
after the show.
powerful. The end credit scene at the very end is super funny too, where Coda's like, "No fish were harmed in the making of this film," and then you see Kenai like going after some fish in the background, and Coda's like, "Cut it, cut it."
Yeah, that was very cute. Another thing I miss about Disney movies.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, Pixar used to be really good about that shit. I loved their
True, like the animated bloopers and stuff they would do.
yes for Toy Story and like
Mhm.
Monsters Inc. And then I loved in Cars how they
Cars.
did all the
Yeah.
spoofs on the previous Pixar movies and made them
Yes.
car related. That was
Uh-huh.
super fucking hilarious.
10 out of 10.
Let's get into our report cards. We got the full one this week. So we're going to kick off with characters. Kaylee.
I try to write my report card in order of how Jordan's gonna do it, and he switches it up every fucking time. I
do
swear.
switch it up every fucking time. I don't really I've never had like much of a order for these because it's not always the same.
Yeah, it's probably just whatever comes in your head first.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, characters. I give them an A. I feel like while there were a lot, most of them were either funny, cute, or cool. None of them made me roll my eyes, really. And most were brief because, they're walking through the wilderness. So, of course, they're going to meet some new fun characters. The Moose Bros I thought were really funny, and Jordan and I agreed that they were not really overdone or annoying or useless like what the fucking stupid critics were saying.
No, they
I think
were
that they did a
used just the
good
right
job
amount.
with them, and their jokes were pretty funny. Sometimes they were corny, sure, but that was also just like their dynamic was just being silly.
They
And-
weren't even overly silly. They were just kind of stupid.
Yeah. And then the three brothers, so Sitka, Denahi, and Kenai, I thought they're
Kenai.
Kenai, God. Kenai, I thought their dynamic was really like spot on in terms of like how brothers actually act towards each other, going from they fuck around with each other and diss each other all the time, but they really care what they think about each other deep down, and love each other. And, Sitka literally sacrificed himself for them. So it was just a sweet depiction of brothers. And Coda just melted my heart. I know he was supposed to be a little annoying and talkative and everything, but I was
never annoyed by him.
So adorable the whole time.
Smalltown.
I give it an A. I thought every character was like the perfect amount of said character.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever character it was, they had just enough of the characters.
That's a good way of putting it.
Like, just in like the characters that they had, like they were just good. They were just good characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I loved the Tanana. Is that her name?
Tanana, yeah.
Like, she kind of seems like she's a little bit batshit crazy,
right?
A little bit, but it's like,
but that's part of her charm.
It's lovable.
Yes. It's kind of like she had a lot of similar energy to like Mother Willow and Pocahontas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of looked like her too, honestly.
She looked like a tree.
Maybe that was her.
Shit.
And then like, Denahi doesn't have a ton of dialogue. Like after,
right? Because like when he's doing the hunting and everything, he really never because he doesn't have a reason to speak. He can't speak to the bears.
But without speaking, he's such like a
powerful
character in
Mm-hmm.
the movie. And yeah, Coda was talkative and annoying, but like he portrayed the little boy that he's supposed to be
super well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also go ahead.
No, just an A.
I also give the characters an A. I think they're way more emotionally rich than people give them credit for. Kenai's arc in particular, it's not rushed at all, like people like to say. You really feel his evolution from this impulsive, angry kid to someone who fully understands empathy and chooses love. His relationship with Coda, I felt, develops pretty gradually and naturally. He's still kind of a jerk even as they're heading to the salmon run, but you can tell he's softening, and that makes his eventual change earned, not sudden.
Yes.
Coda is just full of life and heart. Their bond becomes the core of the whole movie, and by the time Kenai realizes he kills Coda's mother, it fucking hits hard. You feel the weight of that moment because of how much their connection has grown to that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Sitka, such a strong presence even after death. I felt like his role as the spiritual guardian who nudges Kenai onto the right path adds so much mythic depth to the story. Even the fucking Moose Brothers, Rut and Took, who some critics said were too silly, honestly work. They never undercut the emotion. They just lighten the tension in the right moments.
Yes, I was going to say, with a movie this deep and dark, like, you need something like that so it's not just sad the whole time.
Yeah. And they were fine. And they were not overused.
No.
I feel like they were in like maybe 5 total scenes.
Yeah, I don't know, but like
5 or 6, and they didn't overstay their welcome.
Denahi too, so it
True.
makes sense that they would meet up a couple times. It felt safe with.
I am glad
bears.
that they didn't like include them in the full journey. You know, like they got separated after they left.
That would have been too much.
Yeah, 100%.
For sure. But what they did was not.
They knew what they were doing. Let's get into animation though, Kaylee.
I give the animation an A. This movie was beautiful. I love a good hand-drawn winter setting. It looks so serene, and they just get like such a wonderful scale of how vast the wilderness can be, especially in wintry times. But it's just it was so good, and the CGI scenes were pretty good too. Like Jordan was saying earlier. And like I said earlier, at some points I'd barely noticed it because it was pretty seamless for 2003.
Yeah, because it was mostly just used on like specific objects and stuff.
Yes. The bears were very cute, and I like how they were portrayed, because a lot of movies like to act like bears are just these vicious, cruel, mean creatures. And all of the woodland creatures were done very well, but I'm not surprised with the animation team's dedication. Even though they were cartoon, they all looked great. I read that the movie and colors actually get brighter as Kenai comes to his realization, which is very cool. So not only does the aspect ratio widen, but the colors come alive. And I definitely noticed that in the last scene of the movie where Sitka comes down and like all the snow melts all around them and the flowers are blooming in the sunshine, and yet they're in the middle of snowy mountains.
Right.
Like it just really brings the warmth out.
That's so true, because I feel like
much.
the beginning is a lot of like darker greens, darker reds,
blues and
yeah,
blacks and grays, and then you get all the wonderful greens and oranges and yellows and the browns, all the different shades of browns of the bears.
right.
It was just, they just did a really great job. I
did.
say kudos on this one.
Kudos to you guys. Smalltown, do you give them kudos?
I give big kudos. I give an A.
Nice.
I thought the colors were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Just the whole landscape was very pretty. North America's wilderness is genuinely so beautiful. And I feel like it gets overshadowed so hard.
For sure.
By Africa and like your rainforests and like South America, things like that. Like, dude, the American wilderness is fucking beautiful. Like, you get up north into fucking
that's the mountains,
Montanas and your fucking Canadas and Alaska. Like, fuck, dude. Like, oh my god,
it's my dream of mine to see the northern
mountains
lights.
are literally my favorite place on the planet. I love being in the mountains so much, and that's
I
just
know how
mountain
much you love
man.
Colorado.
huh?
I know how much you love Colorado.
Love Colorado,
man. I also give it an A. I think it's fucking stunning. It's doing some really cool visual storytelling that not enough people talk about. The shifting color palettes, like Kaylee talked about, from cold, sharp tones at the start to the warm and rich, flowing colors as Kenai's perspective changes. It's so smart. You can literally see his emotional journey in the way the world transforms around him. It's subtle, but it's powerful. The backgrounds have this almost like painterly feel to them.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like every other
Watercolor
Disney movie. It feels more grounded. Yes, exactly. It feels more grounded and mythic, like you're walking through a living storybook of North American wilderness. The dream sequences and the spirit world transitions are just gorgeous, with the surreal use of light and movement that elevate the film's spiritual tone. It's not necessarily the flashiest animation Disney's ever done, but it's deeply tuned into the emotions of the story.
Yes.
It's detailed, it's rich, and it's full of feeling.
And it feels more calming than in your face.
Yeah, very true. Let's get into music. Let's face the music.
Actually,
and dance.
one more point I want to make about the animation. The way they animated the expressions on their faces, like the bears' faces and the human faces, like the whole time.
True.
They did a really good job with that. And you could really see the emotion in their eyes and everything.
Yeah.
So for music, I gave the music a B+. Because one, it's Phil Collins, so you know it's gonna hit, but all of the songs just weren't major bops for me. There were some good ones for sure, and one is a song that Jordan and I listen to all the time, which is the song that, you know, Coda was singing. What's the name of it again?
On My Way.
On My Way. And then like we were saying earlier, the end credits song went so fucking hard that I'm pissed they didn't have it in the actual movie. Like they hella should have just figured out a way to get that into one of the, you know, adventure scenes.
They
or
should have
something
used
like
it
that.
at the very end, whenever they were doing the whole fucking ceremony deal for him and everything. That would have been perfect.
Yeah, but either way, Phil did it again.
Philly Phil did it again. Smalltown.
A.
Hell yeah.
Phil Collins.
Period.
Yes.
Reason number one, Phil Collins.
Right.
Valid.
Reason number two, all of the songs were very right for the moments that they were played in.
Yes.
Fair.
That's a big thing. Yeah, none of them felt out of place. They were all perfectly used, and they were perfectly like spaced out too.
Yeah, there wasn't too many for sure.
I go A-. I feel like Phil obviously delivers on this soundtrack, and the music just fits the film's emotional core so well. You know, it's all about identity, transformation, connection. It's all there. Look Through My Eyes especially is just beautiful. That song wrecked me. It's honest, it's powerful, and it really should have been used in the actual story, not just during the credits. And then there's On My Way, which is incredible. I love that song. It's so upbeat and soulful and full of warmth. It totally captures that shift in Kenai and Coda's relationship too.
Yep.
It's fun, but it still carries emotional weight when you listen back after finishing the film. Like, really good lyricism there in that song. I strongly suggest listening to that on its own, because it's a great fucking song. The one weak link for me is kind of what I talked about earlier, is Welcome. It's got good energy, but the lyrics are way too on the nose. It spells things out a little too bluntly compared to the rest of the soundtrack. which usually otherwise let the emotional moments breathe a little bit more naturally. But overall, Phil Collins nailed it. The music brings so much heart to the movie. It supports the visuals, the themes, and those big emotional moments without ever feeling like it's trying too hard.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And last but not least on our report cards, let's get into story. Miss Foot.
C. I
Miss
give the
Fute.
story another A. This was almost all around A's for me.
Yeah.
I was very surprised at how good this story was because of how little I remembered. Like, I knew a lot of people loved this movie and that it was, a good one, but it was just very heartwarming and real and hits you right in your soul. I felt like the pacing was really well done, and counteracting what some critics say, I actually think the balance between darkness and comedy was pretty damn good.
Yep.
The Moose Brothers didn't take away from the story at all. It was a fun journey about like brotherhood while also kind of teaching kids that bears are not as aggressive and mean as, a lot of things depict. Like, a lot of bears won't. I feel like that was a really subtle.
That was really bad advice to anybody. Bears are way
don't go
meaner.
make fans for
They're
the
way
bears.
meaner, way more aggressive than the
The
media
message
has
was
portrayed.
more
But, like,
so-
it's one of those things where if you leave them alone, they will usually leave you alone unless it's like they're protecting their cubs or whatever, or trying to go after food, I guess. But
And I think the message was more than just like, hey, don't kill bears.
I
It
was
just, like,
literally in the
differences.
process of
Okay.
saying that was a very, very, very subtle message.
Well, no, I think the message though that you're talking about is more so in just like not judging others for their existence and stereotyping and stuff like that, because there's
Okay,
so much
sure.
more to them than what you may see on the surface.
Right.
But still a fair point.
We give the story an A. As much as the critics are a bunch of fuckfaces and stuff.
Yep.
The story nothing about this made me feel like it was Lion King. It didn't feel like Jungle Book. This felt very original to me. Now, like, you have, like, it's a family oriented movie about a young man growing up, which is a huge theme in so many movies. That's about the only thing that's like, well, that kind of reminds me of this.
Yeah, but even
And it's
then,
like, yeah, that's just part of life.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is kind of a coming of age film in its own way
Yeah.
too.
For sure. The whole thing all around, I just think it's so good. Like, it's the right levels of emotional, the right levels of comedy, the right levels of a little bit of darkness. I don't know. I couldn't. There's nothing in this movie that I feel like I can even complain about.
No, I wouldn't change a thing, honestly. I can't think of anything I would do differently.
I give it an A+.
It's such a deeper story than people remember or give it credit for. It's not trying to be another Lion King. It's its own thing. It's darker, it's more introspective, and it's really rooted in themes like loss, guilt, and forgiveness. Kenai's transformation feels fully earned. His slow emotional shift makes sense. You see it unfold across all these subtle moments, the growing bond with Coda, the conversation with Tanana, and that beautifully done scene with the bear cave painting. Like, all of that led up perfectly to him kind of changing in a lot of ways. Not even kind of, he did. That moment in the cave, specifically when Kenai realizes that bears see humans as monsters, is so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It plants the seed in him that completely reframes his worldview. And when he finds out Coda's mom is the bear he killed, it doesn't just come out of nowhere. It all clicks emotionally. His remorse feels real. It's not about guilt necessarily as much as it's about understanding what love and sacrifice truly mean. And the ending with him choosing to stay a bear didn't feel weird or forced at all. I was honestly worried going in that, like I said, it might be a goofy twist, but it's so well earned. That decision lands because he's grown. He's not the same person anymore, and staying with Coda makes perfect sense for who he's become. It's not just a coming-of-age tale. It's a spiritual fable, and it sticks the landing absolutely. It's heartbreaking and heartwarming at the same time.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I fucking really think these stupid-ass critics need a fucking eye check. Because what were you watching?
Eye check, ear check, nose check.
Were you watching the Berenstein Bears?
Literally. Were you watching Yogi Bear? Were you fucking watching Yogi Bear, you dumbass critics?
Finally, let's get into our overall rating. Kaylee?
Overall, I give this movie 4 out of the 5 times the Rams bashed their heads to clear their sinuses, because I need that so bad right now. I've been super congested the past couple or like week or two, and they were saying when they were doing that he was like, "Wow, it really clears your sinuses, man." Like I was literally like, "Damn." Anyway, this movie was so good, and I feel like it gets a lot of love, but not enough. It was much darker than I remembered, but its messages were very strong and important. I loved the subtle way they showed that bears... Oh, I already said this. That bear, like on the bear side of things, like we were saying, and the boys kind of corrected me a little bit because I wasn't wording it very well, but in the bear's perspective, like they're just trying to survive, man. And that's more of a relevant thing now than back then, because I feel like, people were killing bears to survive and, use their fur as like clothing and their meat as sustenance and stuff like that. But nowadays it's more so for sport or to clear out their habitats. Along with the brother stuff that made me cry, of course, I loved that. They cast the voice actors well. However, I do wish there were more Native Americans in the lineup, considering how this literally depicts them. But the animation was still beautiful. The music was good. Laughs were had. And this is just a really strong movie in the Disney lineup. Period.
You're so right. Smalltown, how you feeling, brother?
I'm going to give it a 99 out of 100 fish that were eaten and killed during this movie.
Nice. Salmon specifically?
Specifically salmon, yes. Like I said earlier, there's nothing that I feel like I can even complain about with this movie. Like there's nothing I dislike, there's nothing I would change. It's just so good.
Mm-hmm.
And even now at 28, it's still such a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm mind boggled at the critic score.
Honestly.
On IMDb. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, in my eyes, it does sit pretty well up alongside those other classics.
Yeah,
you could not like it.
Yeah, that's fine.
37% is actually wrong.
Yeah, like you're saying that it's actively bad at that point.
Yes.
Like that's...
I'd love to see what horseshit movies have a higher grade.
Yeah, right? A lot, I'm sure.
A lot.
I give it 97 out of 100 dead ancestor spirits.
Oh my God.
At the end of the day, it's one of those rare animated films that trusts its audience to sit with more complex emotions and quiet moments. It doesn't pander to child audiences, but it's still palatable for them. I loved it as a kid. We loved it. We all loved it. But it's just one of those films, too, that, like, it's so much better, almost, watching as an adult, honestly.
Yeah.
It doesn't really rely too much on spectacle or formula. It takes its time, it leans into its atmosphere, and it ends up leaving you with something really strong. It's a film that deserves, in my opinion, to be reappraised on its own terms, not compared to whatever else was dominating the conversation in 2003, like Finding Nemo.
Mm-hmm.
For me, this one hit deeper than I ever expected. Like, I did not think I was going to fucking cry that much. It got me.
I knew I was going to after I read the reviews, and I was like, ah, shit. But
so good, man.
It was so good. It was a hard cry. I usually don't drop that many tears at a Disney movie, but I
cannot stress to you guys how much of a lack of bias there is coming from me right now, because I remembered loving it as a kid, and like as an adult now, like I was like, oh, I love Kenai and Coda, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I did not fucking remember a thing that happened here for real, outside of like some character stuff.
Right.
Or some scenes that looked familiar.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think you can really say that my opinion is nostalgia driven.
Nobody was saying that, Jordan.
I'm not saying you guys are, but like I'm just imagining listeners being like, oh, they all loved it. That fucking dog shit movie, they all loved it. What the fuck? I want another perspective. Like, okay,
you're
well,
listening to the wrong show.
Maybe you're just a negative, sad fuck. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Because what the fuck did you watch? I don't get it. I really don't. I really think it strongly comes from the incorrect comparisons to The Lion King and The Jungle Book, and also like trying to compare it to Finding Nemo. A completely different movie, by the way, completely different story. Like, just because it was Disney Pixar doesn't mean it should have been like, oh, this wasn't as good as Finding Nemo, fucking 1 star. Fuck you. You know what? I'll fight one of you fuckers for charity. I'll fight all of you.
Movie was
charity.
good. Movie was good. Wasn't Finding Nemo 1 star.
Jordan's beating your ass.
I am. That's fucking stupid. What is wrong? There's rare times on this show where I'm like, I'm not willing to say I can see where the other side is coming from. I generally am able to be like, yeah, I can see why you didn't care for this or didn't like this, but just the general like points that I've seen repeated over and over again, like
that are just wrong.
Okay, like the main one I can possibly accept is Rut and Took, because if you didn't find them funny, I get it. I get it. It's okay. But to say that Kenai's journey felt rushed or anything felt like something we've seen before, like, you need to watch it again through different lenses. Stop comparing it to any other Disney movie. That's another thing too. I think it was so ambitious. Like it chose to do something outside of the norm of Disney. You know, it wasn't a fucking princess movie. It wasn't like a silly animal movie, which we got the silly animal movie the next year after this, Home on the Range. And guess what? That sucked cock. Not that there's anything wrong with sucking cock. Sucked a dirty cock. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
That movie's so bad. If that's what you wanted, fucking go watch that. This movie's fucking raw and powerful. So I don't know what you want. I don't know what more you want or what less you wanted. Like, I truly don't.
Mm-hmm.
With that, let's get into our final segment here on The Disney. It's time for Hymn of the Week. Kaylee, you want to kick us off?
Sure.
This could go a lot of different directions.
I said Sitka.
I also said Sitka.
I also said Sitka.
Cool.
Okay, period.
I was thinking this could have also gone to someone like Tanana.
Yeah, I thought about that.
Tug even, because Tug was cool.
I mean, yeah, Tug was cool, but Sitka was the most like, come on. He was a great big brother. He embodied his totem well throughout the entire movie. He came through with the save twice, and he helped Coda see his mom again and get that little tiny goodbye. Also, he was kind of hot.
Anything you wanted to add, Smalltown? Bless you.
Nah, bro, Sitka was the shit.
He was, like Kaylee said, he was just not just a great older brother, but a great symbol for what his totem represented.
And a leader, like a natural leader, like his totem.
And he brought everything together
before
at the end.
death too.
Right,
Mhm.
Exactly. He was just able to achieve it in a different way after death. And he was the
let
reason
death
this all
down.
happened. He turned Coda into a Tanana even said that. She was like something like, Sitka fucking teaching you a lesson or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And I love that because if not, then Kenai would have just gone and killed that bear and then been angry, and then him and Denahi would have had a broken relationship because Denahi just blamed
did-
him for Sitka dying.
He did kill that bear, kind of.
He did kill that
Did.
bear.
But if he just would have killed the bear and nothing happened after that.
He had to face like repercussions and have his own little come to Jesus moment.
Well, that's been this episode of The Disney. That was Brother Bear. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed the film. Make sure to follow us on our social media. We're at The Disney on Twitter. I ain't calling it X. I'm sorry. X gonna give it to you.
You're valid.
I still haven't updated it. It's still Twitter on my phone.
That's awesome.
That's actually amazing.
And more importantly, follow us on our Instagram account at Disney Podcast, because I post a lot of clips. I post the cocktails there, all kinds of stuff.
Fun stuff.
Pictures
Check it out.
from stuff that I mentioned on the show. You can find like the Brother Bear clip. I'll post that up on the Instagram when
Yeah.
this goes up. All kinds of stuff. So make sure to follow us. Check us out.
Check out
Follow
Creature
us.
Art
Subscribe.
Teacher.
What's up? Yes.
Check
Say that
out-
again.
Check out Creature Art Teacher
Fuck yeah.
on
Do
his
that.
his website, his Facebook, his Instagram, whatever.
And make sure to listen to us next time. I've been doing, ever since the fire, I've been doing a bad job of figuring out what we're going to talk about next week.
Uh
So that'll be a surprise. Make sure to join us for a surprise movie next
Ooh.
week. Until then, though, I've been Jordan Bass.
I'm Kaylee.
I'm Smalltown.
And this has been the Disness. Good night.
Thank you for your business.